Ruslan RPG Acha. Oh, this is Ruslan, of course. Who else would it be? Sorry, YouTube's being very difficult lately. I thought I knew what the issue was. Apparently, I do not. So tonight, I'm going to be streaming Brown Dust 2. Well, the title says it. The event story for the new version of Helena, the new busty version of Helena. I mean, she was not lacking before, but they clearly pumped things up, which I greatly enjoy. Oh, and wish they had done the same, for example, in Starved Savior with Smile, giving her some. Yes, they've added things for the fishing. Let me just show you really quickly. They added a new place to fish at, Sky Island, but they only increase your maximum level, fishing level from 30 to 35. So just show you how what it looks like in case you've not tried it out. And yep, you're in the sky with the same boat. Apparently the boat has wings or something. I don't know. Have you fish, and they don't, kind of weird fish, if you ask me. And sadly, they did not. What they really need to do is add new upgrades to the ship. As you can see, we are still stuck at the Caravel, and all they did was add like a, I don't know, like a few months ago, skins for the fish, for the for your ship, but they all look very goofy. I mean, yeah, pirate ship, I guess it's not too bad, but you know, I will only ever upgrade if there's ever another event that requires you to use up these decoration coins, which are most of the time pointless. So time per catch, see, it could go from 15 to 10 minutes or something, and max capacity. I think it's the amount of fishers though, but they could, you know, increase these. It would be very welcome. Right? So start out with the dailies. I hate that actually that, like, it seems like it's a firework, but it's new because now that the fishing area is in the a different area. Although you can still go it from town, as you can see, but they're now separate and had its own somewhat goofy music. I mean, it's an extra. I'm still pretty mad at the game for my last shard pull, and I hope I'm wrong that they changed the banner rates. I hope I'm wrong because it took me 10 to 12 different 5 stars to get 2 copies of the Helena, the new Helena. Alright, that's done. Frankly, they just put out too many different things, and I don't think they check if they work or not. They still have not fixed this issue. See, we're in 20 Japanese symbol, 15 Japanese symbol. The weekly missions work, but the daily missions are. It seems that you go sometimes someone like travel through time or something, and they don't work. I hope the sound works. I changed something in the sound settings. Hopefully that works. I may have the same sound repeating twice, or I may have fixed something. I don't know. Alright, looks like we have to log out and back in. Yep, nothing's working. Okay, great. One sec, let me just It seems like a simple fix to me. I mean, all the other gacha games, I mean, for example, Star Savior, they're telling you it's a new day, and then you have to click, and boom, it logs the big. Okay, cool, thanks. We'll know about the game music as soon as I reboot it. Hopefully. I don't know why they do that. All the other gachas I've played have fixed that issue, if they even had the issue of when a new day begins, your dailies reappear. But in this game, and it's not because I'm playing on the PC version or the Google Play Games version, because now there's the same version for something. That's another weird thing that happened. Uh, since I would love to avoid Google Play Games as much as I can, I only used it for Eversoul basically and Lost Sword, but now I use mouse. Oh, great, a download. Hopefully they fix something. It's a short one. Can you hear the music as well? Okay, cool. Thanks. All right. Hey, looks like I fixed something on my own. Wow. All right. Okay, 10 tickets. Yeah, but now it takes 400 tickets. It takes 200 tickets to get one copy of The Girl. So these 10 tickets are kind of a joke now. Unless I'm wrong and I had like the worst luck ever. But I'm pretty sure they changed the rates on the banners. And from what I gather, unless again they changed and I was extremely unlucky and it was a 50-50 and lost about 10 of those, maybe 8 of those. We'll have to see next time. All right. Okay, we can start. Just do the basic days. Wait. Okay. Did not get the guild bonus. Let me just go grab my day, which you should be doing if you're playing the game. Go grab your daily free diamonds from the store. Well, it's 10, but you know it's free. It's better than nothing. Also, when you sign in the store, you can see when they have attendance events, like with what's her name, Uria or Utah, with a mushroom hat for some reason. The day 7 prize is 1,000 diamonds, so that's nothing to scoff at. And also, they automatically give you the monthly coupons when you log into the store. Okay, so you have the same issue with the new banner, right? Okay, so they changed the rates. Okay, thanks. I thought so. I was hoping I was wrong. See, I had to use I had used the draw points twice just to get 2 more copies. So I only pulled 2 copies of her, and about probably 400 pulls, maybe. I mean, 40-10 pulls, let's say, but at least 30. I guess I was already at 170 or 160 draw points. Then I used them. Then I went up to over 200 again. As you can see, I'm at 26, so it took me at least to 360 or 380 pulls. 10 pulls, so 38. Alright, anyways, alright, so while we're here, let's just do the daily. I have her at +1, not planning to use her. Okay. This is not post session, I'm just doing the dailies. you know, in case I pull something good, that would be nice. Alright, then I do Sylvia, because Sylvia I might actually use, I have her ultimate weapon, her gear. I do not have Leckless's gear, and luckily Leckless only has two costumes, and you know, Sylvia, I mean, for obvious reasons, I like her more. Try to guess both reasons. Oh yes, Elpis. Love Elpis. Is gorgeous. Big fan of Elpis. Alright, so this is a tough one. I mean, I guess a damage dealer. I can get more damage dealers, but she's in my main party as somewhat of a almost still a noob. So my healer is more important. Plus she's a banner girl, so I do her first. Because the closer you are to that 100 to that mercy, then the higher chance you have. So. Although I think 3 times on my last session, 3 times I had to go to 100 to get a copy. Actually, both times I got copies of her, I believe. Okay, and they give me a stupid dude. Alright. Same for the weapons. The weapons I already have. I pull first. I already have a double of Yuri's weapon. Okay, it's Yuri, okay. This one I have not pulled a double yet, but already had it. Of course, I do not use Silvio, so that was a pointless. So that is pointless either way. Same with Leckless. Okay. Again, same logic. Although in this case, I already have her SR, so I need Davia's more. Because I at least have her normal gear. Alright, this would be amazing to pull. Of course not. Okay, let me go grab my wonderful 10 diamonds. Okay, 10 tickets, yeah. Although 10 tickets, if it takes 200 per copy, it's much less interesting than it used to. Right. I do enjoy that they have a variety now with the events. Like, we don't need to go click on every question mark this time. You just open them all. You're just using chips. I like both versions, although this is a little bit faster. And some of the prizes were the first one, although the selective tickets, really love those. And here there's a 5-star contract. It's rare that they actually hand out 5-star contracts. Usually they hand out 3 or 4 stars, and you have to make them. And the last prize is a 10 gold. Alright. Just pass things. I will not, of course, as you know, I hate PvP, so I will not be doing the PvP. Let's do the rapport. That's, again, that is a French word. Rapport. And also to have a rapport with an S, to have rapports, well, it doesn't work in English, would mean to have sexual encounters. So we call it rapport intime, which would be intimate encounters. So it's the same expression. It just of course, as always, it sounds better in French. All right, let's go for Dalby. Have a hard time predicting these. I do not really like the fact that it's 50-50, and you really have no idea what to say. You don't really get to know the girls well enough to know. So it's very similar to Lost Sword. Her pale Massage shoulders. Yep, I wish you would bear those full breasts. I'm not her servant, but I would love to massage her shoulders and maybe, you know... Oh no, my hand slipped. Oh no, my other hand slipped. You know, it always happens. Alright. Yes, ma'am. Seems a bit formal. I think she'll appreciate the silence. She's flirty, though. Yeah, I think let's pick this. How to read the room. Yeah, apparently I do not know how to read the room, and that is also true in real life. Good roleplay when you're bored. Okay. Okay, she looks angry. Alright, she's not so flirty today. This time, master, yes. Alright, so at least I'm still the master, but, well, I spank you for being, difficult. A little risque. Again, the French word. And, of course, risque, so, sounds better in French. Good time running through all sorts of role plays. Oh, okay. It was kind of the doujinshi, which means like a erotic comic book. There was an erotic comic book event with Palette, but they never mentioned anything sexual until the very last chapter. So that was pretty lame. I mean, if you're going to go naughty, go full force. And that also started covering up some costumes, which they swore they would not do, but they have. Let's go with Helena. She received a very nice bust upgrade, which I thumbs up, and even 2 thumbs up on that. Alright, soda, it just rots your teeth, it's not good for you. I'll show her something going down her throat. Alright, sorry guys, I'm a little naughty. Well, no more than usual. Just great dish to go with. Well, soda, I mean, everything goes with soda. And in my case, this is the water. This is my... It's hard to see, but it's a Pokemon glass. My dad got it for me. Actually, soda would go with... Actually, beer goes with spicy food. Well, beer goes with everything, so... I'll say... I really don't know. I'll say spicy, just because I like spicy. Okay. She was not looking for that answer, but see how bright and big her eyes are, and also the meat buns that look exactly like... That's... Oh, actually, I have a better option. You know, I said they look like breasts, and of course, they're supposed to be breasts, but, you know, when you see, I've seen this in a couple of TV shows, when you see a breast implant, you know, they have to show you, and it's like a... It looks exactly like that, although the nipples are never that defined. Love those nipples. Oh, she cannot handle spicy food. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. I'm surprised she has such a great constitution. Yes, you can train for that as well, yes. Just like I'm training myself to eat past due food. I'm really good at expired milk right now. Because I do not drink that much milk, so when I have a 2 liter of milk, it lasts for like 4 to 5 weeks. So by the last week or last 2 weeks, it smells really bad. Probably not good for me, but various dishes up there. All right, okay. So I'm getting all the girls to level 10 if I can, because for example, if I go to least, you have to awaken them, but awaken you cannot even awaken 1 girl per month, because you get about 20 can purchase about 20, 40, maybe 60 awakening tokens as resources per month. You have a lot at the beginning, but then when you run dry, you run dry. Actually, she's better. She's very good PvE champion. I don't know about PvP, but she smacks, so. And she's quite endearing. Although, her other costume, yeah, in the bunny costume, she looks fat. Here, she looks like she's, you know, like full figured, let's say. Full figured, kind of reminds me of, well, for example, this game, Lysiane, is it? Lysiane? Yeah, Lysiane. She has huge breasts and kind of larger hips, but, you know, she's big in both, so that's acceptable. Okay, she's not feeling well. Yeah, she's a wolf. Although they look like fox ears, although would I be able to tell fox from wolf ears apart? Probably not. A puppy, yeah, she does act like a puppy, and she's very dumb, very dumb and naive, but more dumb than naive. It looks like a puppy too. Well, she has some nice puppies, but that's wolf-like puppy, let's say. Maybe she'll enjoy that. Oh, so she is unhappy with the answer, but of course she's still smiling as usual. Okay. Oh, actually, it was too complicated for her. Okay. The more I think about it. Yes, you should not do too much thinking, honey. Difference between wolves and puppies. Okay. She does have very beautiful eyes. I'll admit that much. Okay. So, yeah, those dailies are done. Let's just go right into it. Right, finished the normal battles yesterday, so you can just skip them. On the special ones, I beat all the way to 14, could not beat 15. I don't think there's an event where I've been able to beat challenge battle 15, so I suck. I hate the battle system, and that's why. Alright, this. Although someone has once told me that apparently all of the special gear you can buy during events are really bad, so I don't know. I buy them and upgrade them because you have to. Well, not because you have to, but something to do. Oh, sorry, I left the stream. Alright, let's go to the story. In Search of a Dream. This report story is temporarily unlocked during the Sunny Smile. Cannot be accessed via the report menu. Once the event ends, it will lock and require report level to access. Yeah, they said they changed the events. I did the survey yesterday, and I feel like it's the exact same result, same rewards. So it's not an update. The only thing I really love that they've updated lately is the refinement system, where it actually shows you a number. It's not like you have to guess if A is better than B or C, and is A better in the first slot, second slot, or third slot. Now it's just a full number. And you can also I've shown it before on stream, and you can also do a quick version of it, like, and you can, unless you do not just had plus 10, but then you can drag the bar all the way to 600, and then boom, mass refine. Sadly, it stops when you have once you have one upgrade, but still, it's very quick. I love it. That was like a really excellent change. I'm big fan. Speaking of big fan, alright. As night falls outside, Helena drops by with her usual cheerful greeting. Yes, she is quite cheerful. Hello, Master! Lovely evening, is it not? We are here earlier than usual because we're working there part-time. For some reason, Vela sent us on a quote-unquote vacation, but we have to work part-time, so. And she was working alone during the Dragon Festival, or whatever they call it, the Gold Dragon Festival. So she's very happy for the help. Dragon head in! Ooh, I love to give head! Oh, alright, that's my girl. It's closed today, so I had plenty of time to spare. Right, so why is she here if it's closed? Oh, okay. This happens in our restaurant. Okay, I was not sure because they made all this big deal about the inn, and now it takes place in the restaurant. So apparently we can warp, or we have some type of fast travel. All right. Oh, I did not come at a bad time, did I? Should I come back later? No, you're fine. It actually is fine. No, I was just taking it easy. Would you like your usual soda first? Okay, this is where you find out she loves soda. Okay. Although that was not the question about. Yes, please, the coldest, most refreshing one you have. Well, they're pretty much all the same thing, basically. Like Coke and Pepsi, Pepsi tastes sweeter, so I prefer Pepsi. And try rum and Pepsi and tell me what it tastes like, and come back to me, you'll see. Rum and Coke, you know, people always say rum and Coke, but rum and Pepsi is even better. Although it's very, very sweet, so it should just you be careful. Or you might regret the following day, but still. Got it. Just a moment, please. I pull a frosty bottle of soda from the fridge and pour it into a glass filled with ice. I had this thing about ice. I don't see the necessity of ice. I mean, in soft drinks, I like saying soft drinks more than soda. Because apparently soda is only valid in certain parts of the US, while soft drink is valid everywhere. And actually soda, there's baking soda, so it's kind of vague. And it sounds weird. Yeah, so in bars, you have to be very careful. Tell them, I want a scotch, neat. Or if you want with ice, you would put scotch on the rocks. Or even if you just say scotch, they'll put ice in it. So you taste the alcohol less. I mean, it makes it maybe a bit more refreshing, but if you're at a bar and you're drinking hard alcohol, I doubt it's because you're feeling warm and you want something refreshing. Like I would order beer in that case. Alright, sorry about the rant, but it is what it is. Also, they do not charge you less by putting ice in the drink, so you have the same amount of alcohol, but it fades. So, you know. When I top it with a generous swirl of sweet whipped cream, Helena beams and puts the straw on to her lips. Okay, so we're basically like making her fat, going to make her fat with that. I thought that was only for ice cream floats, or no, it's not ice cream floats. It's anyways, they have the float things. Again, I don't know why people just like coffee. I like my coffee black, you know, just coffee. I want to taste the coffee. I don't want sugar in it. I don't want milk in it. I want to taste the coffee. They already make it so weak in most restaurants, so that's why I make my own coffee, make it really strong, because that's what you need in the morning. Okay. Phew, nothing beats soda at your inn, master. I feel like all my fatigue just melted away. Really, we've been making drinks for cocktails for almost all the other girls, and they all enjoy my cock. Oh, also my tail. So, I mean, I don't know if she's young or maybe she does not like alcohol for religious reasons. I have no idea, but she would be much better off, especially like you could have soda. Let's say you're at a fast food place, but a nice restaurant, you know, they can make drinks, they have wine, have all sorts of things. I feel like all my fatigue just melted away. You must have been pretty thirsty. Wow, great dialogue so far. Haha. Was it that obvious? Yes. I was actually steaming buns before coming here, and coming, and working so hard, yes it is hard, on them made me a bit overheated. Hey, she's bringing her buns, that's nice, and why did she bring it? Oh, maybe she's giving us some buns, that's nice. I love her buns. Oh, her buns, alright. They smell a bit different from the steam buns you usually carry around. Yes, I think, at least in the games, I feel like, for example, the Dynasty Warriors games who take place in China, and this event is China specific, not like basic insert Asia here or Japan like it is in most games. It's very definitely, they usually are pork buns, although I'm pretty sure they make beef buns. I hope they don't make chicken buns. I have no idea. I've never had a meat bun, so, but they do look yummy, especially because of that big nipple. But also, I mean, hee, you notice? These are special buns I made to share with you. All right, she's going to share her buns with us. Nice. All right, things are looking up. I have had a lot on my mind lately, so even doing what I love, has not really cheered me up. Oh, what's wrong with you? Okay. So I thought sharing something delicious with you might help clear my head. Yes, they certainly are delicious. Oh, she means the buns. Alright, okay. A lot on your mind? Did something happen? Yes. We are being a good bartender, because sometimes you're relegated to a bartender, which is fine, but we're supposed to be like the head chef, and for some reason we also wait on customers, and we also clean. If I owned the restaurant, I would never clean. That's the point of being the owner. Well, let us eat the buns first, then I will tell you. They're best while hot, plus they're tied to what is bothering me. Alright, I will eat your buns. Okay. Alright, thanks for the food. Yes, they do say that. Or bon appetit. Or bon appetit, as you Americans say. Helena hands me a steamed bun, and we both take a bite at the same time. Ooh, from the same bun, like a... I mentioned this last stream, but like a... no, the Beauty and the Beast situation, you know, they have spaghetti, and then whoop, they reach the end of spaghetti, so they end up kissing each other, so I don't know. Because there are only 3 buns, and we're 2 people, so... maybe the last one we share. The flavor is so wonderful that a smile spreads across my face before I even realize it. Wait, you're not already smiling because of her cleavage? What is wrong with you, dude? This tastes like pure bliss, alright? Hehehe, I'm so glad you like it, Master Go. Oh, okay. Since she's so pretty, I will allow it, but yeah, talking with your mouth full is usually a very faux pas, And in this case, again, it's a French expression, faux pas. So it's very close. Good job on that, Americans. You're very close. This was the very first dish I made after arriving in Dragonhaven. I call them happy buns. Yes, your buns make me happy, Helena. So it's a good name. All right. These buns are how I officially became an in-hand at Dragonhead Inn. I bet those buns would take her to the top. Just like AOC, who has slept her way to the top. I wonder if she and Bernie Sanders have ever done the deed. But if you have, then go Bernie. I mean, AOC's gorgeous. I mean, she's dumb as a rock. But she is pretty hot, I have to say. Were you not officially working there before that? Our head chef is so skilled that he is extremely strict when hiring in-hands. Yes, he probably chooses the most attractive for waitress. But in-hand, oh, I forgot to look it up, but it's probably some sort of a waitress, because waitresses, they serve drinks and also food. I hope she's very skilled at. I hope her oral skills are a point. Okay. I had never worked at an inn before, so I made plenty of mistakes at first and got scolded a lot. Yeah, I would spank her. Pretty sure I'm pretty sure everyone went easy on her. At least the man. The other women were probably jealous of her, especially if they're fat liberal women. Fat white liberal women, I should say. Although fat works. And since I could not use inner chi either, some guests looked down on me. Yes, I'm pronouncing chi. I know it says ki. And actually we learned last time that it's actually chi is ki. Or I don't know how you pronounce in China. So it is chi. It's the same. Not symbol, but it's the same thing, basically. Concept, that's what I meant. The same concept. But these steam buns move everyone's hearts and prove I had what it takes. Yeah, she definitely has what it takes. I love that cleavage. Alright. There's quite a moving story behind them. Yes, it makes my penis move. Oh, I mean, sorry, my Johnson rod move. Sorry, you two. Said the P word. So how does this connect to what is bothering you? Maybe she's tired of making the same... There are only so many different meats, right? Unless she uses wild game, like, I don't know, like wolf meat, for example, or who knows. You can take your time if it is hard to talk about. Yes, we have to be delicate. It is not that. I just thought it would be a long story, so I was gathering my thoughts. Let's see. Where should I start? At the beginning, I hope, hopefully, logically. I guess I will start from right before I left my hometown. Alright, okay. Several years ago. Oh, actually she looks nice. A ponytail. I like that. Or the fancy hair bun. Are you all packed? Did you make sure to take the travel money and food we gave you? And of course she's carrying meat buns. I'm used to saying pork buns because I think actually in Dynasty Warriors they call them pork buns. But they're meat buns, but... Anyway, if someone is from Asia, do let me know if meat buns are usually pork, or am I just making that up? I'm assuming it's pork or beef, but... And also if there are chicken buns. Yes, Chief! I am ready to head out! Oh, so the Chief is a woman. Oh, okay. It is going to be a long journey. Is that pack not too heavy for you? If you trip and fall, you could get seriously hurt, but we already know she has superhuman strength. Hee hee, it is not heavy at all. I only pack clothes and a few stone weights for training. Oh, okay, that's good. I wonder if there's some correlation because with women training their bodies and bust size. I know it makes women being really fit makes them firmer, but abs look disgusting to me. So I'm not really into like muscular women. I know some people are, and that trend has even started on some recent animes on the past few years, but really not into it. Compared to the game I usually carry around, this is lighter than a feather. Alright, so they do hunt for game, so she probably has tried pork buns with different type of meats. This is lighter than a feather. Okay. Time truly flies. The abandoned newborn crying outside our village has grown so much. Okay, so she has that in common with Glacia as well, who was discovered as a crying... Well, she was not a newborn, but she was very young. And then I'll call her Dragon Empress. That's not a title, but I forgot. And she's not really important. And then she could also not open her meridians, which is why she could not do any chi training, just like Helena. So another thing they have in common. It feels like under yesterday we were staying up all night to nurse you through those fevers. Are you sure you will be alright traveling on your own? Well... Oh, Chief, I promise you, I will be totally fine. And she is totally fine again. I have to... Thanks to you teaching me beast hunting fish, I grew healthy enough to help everyone with their work, did I not? Okay, beast hunting fish. Okay. Actually sounds like a martial art. Alright, makes sense. I be a buccaneer. Alright, he's a pirate apparently. Alright. That's right. Have you forgotten how Helena performed on the last hunt? She handled a tiger the size of a house like a tiny kitten. Alright, the size of a house. Okay, that is probably not possible. Unless they're really small houses, but tigers get big, but not that big. Alright. Maybe some mutant tigers. She is sharp as a stack too, and can take good care of herself. Throw her anywhere in the Jianghu. That seems to be the entire region. It's probably like their Asia or their continent. I'm not 100% on that, but they've never used this name before the story pack, so it probably is that they're China, and she will manage just fine. Quiet, we raised this child with all our hearts. How can you expect me to rest easy when she is setting off into the dangerous journey all by herself? Alright, she's kind of like probably her, her adopted mother, so alright, it's fine, I can understand that she's uneasy about the whole thing. Haha, you really do not need to worry. I have my meat buns. You certainly do, honey, you certainly do. Besides, I have already made up my mind. Okay, good for you. Instead of following in your footsteps as a hunter, I want to do work that makes people happy. Yes, and apparently serving food makes people... It does make you happy, but you have to pay for it, but... Not been in a restaurant in a long time. Really expensive. I don't have to tell you that. And to do that, I need to travel and find the work that suits me best. Okay. I will make my dream come true with my own hands and become someone you can all be proud of. They're already proud of her, so... But, okay. Ha! Look at her spirit. Our Helena will make it big in no time. Yes, she will make. Ha ha ha! I suppose there is no stopping you. I would keep you by my side forever if I could. But old folks like us should not hold you back. He doesn't look old from the ponytail, but or with the hair bun, but it's hard to say. You have a gift for warming people's hearts. Just look at you gives us strength. And erections, by the way. Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot here, a screen capture. Call it Helena Gifts. With an S, so everyone knows what I mean. Our village may have been poor, but thanks to you, it will always be full of warmth. See, they're missing a word. I hope you find as much happiness out in the world as you brought to us. Okay, that's sweet. Alright. Thanks, Granny. Apparently she's a grandmother. I will never forget everything you have done for me. Even if I were reborn dozens of times, I could never repay your kindness. Okay. Even though I'm leaving, my heart will always remain with all of you. Okay, that's a bit too sappy for me. That's a bit too much. After all, I am Helena, the proud daughter of the Hunter village. Alright, she's everyone's daughter. But she's not my daughter, so I can sleep with her. Alright. Helena readjusted her heavy pack and took her first steps forward. Right, Saliva Storm. Well then, I'm off. Yeah, she likes to get off. Take care of yourself. If things ever get tough, let us know right away. Helena kept walking down the road, waving until the hunters were out of sight. But not out of mind. By the time her hometown had faded into a tiny dot behind her. Journey to find my dream. It is a little scary, but I have never been more excited. Alright, I'll show you excitement. I will visit every town in Jianghu and try all kinds of work. Probably should try sex work. She certainly has a body for it. And looks. Modeling as well. If something does not feel right, I will just move on and try someone else. I mean something else. Okay. I'm sure I will find my calling at the end of this journey. Alright, okay. Overflowing with motivation, Helena marched forward with confidence. And after wandering the Jianghu, wherever her heart led her, I'm so exhausted. I am so tired and hungry. I feel like I'm about to collapse. She's always carrying meat buns. I know the costume had meat buns, but they could have her in normal poses where she has no. I complained about the same thing with a character that always had a weapon pointing at people, I think. That kind of looked odd, like she's having a normal conversation with someone. But since her action pose is with like a dagger or sword pointing at someone's head, I mean, kind of feels odd. But I guess it's cheaper than making dozens of pictures. She finally arrived at an inn in Dragonhaven, far away from her hometown. The streets were crowded with people who celebrated Golden Dragon Festival, creating a lively atmosphere. Is that? I believe that's what I said. Actually, was spot on. Okay. Nice. I did not think my journey would take this long. I have tried almost every job that Jianghu has to offer by now. Alright, she does not look that old. I managed to find everywhere I went, but none of them felt right. Is this really going to work out? Well, you can only try and find out. No, I cannot lose hope. I might find my calling in this town. Spoiler, she does. First, I should go to the job agency. According to the map, it should be over there. Alright, they had job agencies at that time. Alright. It's a bit weird. Seems to be very modern concept. Alright. Oh, she's hungry. Ah, no wonder I feel so weak. I have not eaten all day. Yet I have 3 meat buns in my right hand, but you know, I need to get something in my stomach first. How about those meat buns? I mean, huh? Wait, I smell something delicious nearby. Bet she smells delicious too. Sizzle, bubble, bubble. All right. Oh, an inn! I was so busy staring at the map, I did not even notice it right next to me. Look at that, yes. I still have some travel money left, so I might as well get something to eat. Excuse me, I would like to order, please. I'm adding the please because you should always say please and thank you. Alright, coming. What can I get for, huh? Wait, you're already carrying meat buns. Are you... I knew I smelled the country bumpkin. You are an outsider who only trains external chi, are you not? Oh yeah, that inn is very pro-chi. They do not like people who do not have martial arts or no inner chi. That, yeah, I guess it could be like a left versus right issue. Or again, an immigration metaphor. But I do remember that in Dragon Haven, they welcome the Beast Folk. They call them the, what was it again? I think they call them the Kami, anyways. Such as Dalby, who is welcome there. Huh? Hey, Temp. Where did you wander off in the middle of work? Get your rear back into the kitchen right now. Get your rear back? That sounds so weird. I mean, it is the proper word, though. Shh! What is he going to pick over a fight over this time? Coming right away, chef. Oh, the chef is the boss. I will whip up a quick bowl of noodles, so eat up and move along, lady. Leave the money on the table. Oh, that's what they all say. Alright. That was a comment about prostitutes. You just leave the money on the table. And you also eat up with them. Alright. Their specialty is noodles, if it's the same inn. So they're willing to feed her, but that's it. Because she's an outsider. Excuse me. I wanted to order something else besides noodles. Hello. It's possible they only know how to make noodles. That's pretty much me. Although I did make a meat pie once. Did turn out really well, and I made like a yeah. But I'm an expert at cooking noodles for myself, though. The in-hand dumped pre-cooked noodles and broth into an empty bowl, set it on the table, and rushed back into the kitchen. Alright, that does not sound very delicious. Not pre-cooked noodles are fine, I guess, but it seems very, I don't know, productive. Haha, he just walked away. I was really hoping for fried chicken for the first time in ages. Alright, fried chicken is good. Although not KFC because they taste way too heavy. And that thing will plug up your arteries. Wait, what kind of noodles are these? There are no toppings and the noodles are so thin they look like mush. Okay. Not a fan. Maybe they're more like ramen. I've actually never tried ramen, if you will believe that. I was more of a peanut butter and kind of guy. There are not even any condiments or salt on the table. This looks like a total disappointment. Yes, you should not pay Still, the elders always said never to waste food. I will at least take one bite. Oh, wait, this flavor! Ooh! Is this broth made from wild boar bones? It tastes just like the soup the chief used to make. Makes sense, because they hunt game, and wild boar is certainly game. Like boars. Boars are... I also like pigs, so... Not police officers, I say pigs. Although most police officers are nice, so... And these noodles, they're so smooth and chewy. I cannot stop eating. I thought they were dry and thin. How can they be chewy? Tasting the warmth of home in the distant land, Helena emptied the bowl in the blink of an eye. Hey, these need to eat. Phew, I'm full. Now I can finally see straight again. This place is such a lovely atmosphere. Everyone looks so happy enjoying the fruit. Actually, the waiter was super rude. What is lovely atmosphere? Oh, he's very too optimistic for my taste. I would get sick. Yeah. The mouth-watering smells, the cheerful chatter of the guests. I cannot help but smile. This is it, the calling I've been searching for. Work that brings smiles to people's faces. An inn hand, the face of the inn, making guests happy through food and hospitality. Oh, did he mean like, what did he call them? In restaurants, there's, it's often it's usually a woman, sorry, but it is what it is. That helps people seat. At the front of the house. I forget what it's called. I watch a lot of restaurant shows. I should know this, but anyways. And they're usually actually in decent restaurants, and it's usually an attractive young woman, or at least at most middle-aged woman. So that still looks good. So she would definitely work. I've never felt this certain before. I'm going to ask if they will hire me right now. The moment she made up her mind, Helena marched toward the kitchen and shouted, Okay. Excuse me, could you please hire me as an in-hand? I know what she could do with her hand. Alright, sorry, that was... Okay. Whoosh, crash. Oh, she made a... Whoa! That scared me! Where did that plate come from? Did someone throw a plate at her? You useless maggot-brained fool! If this is how you're going to work, get out right now! What is going on? Did a fight break out in here? In there? Or it should be in here. Usually a lot of good chefs are very hot-tempered. I do not like people tampering with their food or making them wait. Passionate would be the word. Picking herself up, Helena cautiously peeked inside the kitchen. Alright, not reading the title. Inside, Helena saw a spacious kitchen filled with all kinds of cooking tools and ingredients. It spoils it if you read the chapter title, so I do not. If I can help it. In the corner stood a furious chef, with the in-hand hanging his head low before him. Look at this rice. It is practically raw. If I sowed this in the field, we would have a bumper crop by harvest. Alright, bumper crop. And this steamed fish, it is so fresh it might as well be alive. Toss it back in the water, and it will swim off saying, "Thank you for sparing me, sir." Alright, that's actually funny. Wow, those insults are so creative. Yeah, I have to admit, there are creative insults. I'm not even the one getting yelled at, and I feel intimidated. Yes. Calling a fool like you an in-hand is an insult to the job. A stray mutt of the street would do better than you. Actually, here comes one. Well, she's not a mutt, but she is sort of a stray. Oh, he will speak, actually. That is it. I've had it. Enough. I'm sick of listening to your insults. I quit this dump of an inn. Alright, according to Helena, that's the best inn ever, but alright. Pushed past his breaking point, the in-hand shoved past Helena and stormed out. I hope he grabbed a handful on his way. The guests inside seemed used to this scene. Some kept eating while others tossed casual comments towards the head chef. Oh, so he fires people a lot. Another very common trope about chefs. Chef, is your temper not getting worse by the day? That was a bit harsh over a tiny mistake. Actually, it looks like it was at least 2 mistakes. Looks like he does not miss many meals, the last guy. I only pointed out shoddy work. That fool ran away instead of admitting it. Yes, that's true. That's being a coward or being a leftist. I kind of mean the same thing. Oh, a cutie pie. Good grief, your temper really is the exact opposite of your cooking talent. Alright, I actually am going to take a... that's a cute female avatar. That's a new one in the game. They tend to reuse the same ones. I did not take the one with the ponytail because we really could not see her face, but... cute lady avatar. So it looks like they're also female clients. No wonder every in-hand in the Jianghu calls you Hell's Chef. Alright, so it really is a parody of Chef Gordon Ramsay. Hell's Kitchen, Hell's Chef, you know, and he has very creative insults, although I like the ones he is, you know, most his greatest hits, like you cow, you fat cow, but I think they told him no longer use that because he stopped after maybe season 10. He no longer, or maybe even earlier than that, he no longer calls the females that. Probably some leftists at Fox told him, hey, you should not call women cows. They're just big bone. And every shape is beautiful. Yeah, right. I could ask for no higher praise. More importantly, who is this girl loitering in front of me? Do you need something? Huh? Me? Haha. Well, you see, I ask why you're standing there. Here, sorry. There works as well. Alright, he's quite impatient. You, stay calm. First impressions are everything when looking for a job, so be confident. I mean, those are her first impressions. I mean, she's also very pretty. Very nice smile, nice eyes. I mean, she's an idol, for Pete's sake. One of them. Both of her costumes are idols. Top idol and what's that? Beginner idol. Actually, the top idol one is the weak one. So. Hello, my name is Helena. I wish to work at this inn. Please hire me. Huh? What? Alright, the fat guy. He's very fat. Fat face. Alright, she's cute. Okay. Damn it, she startled me so much I choked. Alright. Heavy silence fell over the entire inn. bringing the clatter of chopsticks to the southern hall. All she heard about how difficult a chef he is and how mean, she does not care. She really wants to work there. Alright. I admire her dedication. Helena looked around, only to find that every single eye in the room was locked right on her. Well, you know, for obvious reasons, but let's say because no one else has ever volunteered to work for him. While knowing of his reputation, of course. Why does everyone look so shocked? They're looking at me like a cow fled to the slaughter. Okay, nice metaphor, I like it. Also, you know, works with wild game, cow. You saw that temp run off just now, and you still say that? You have guts, girl. I cannot tell you if you're brave or just foolish. Actually, she's both, I think. The chef raised an eyebrow, quickly measuring Helena from head to toe. Yes, I would assume he would do that. Although apparently now it's sexist, so we can't... Actually, I think we can still look, because you cannot force us not to look, but we can no longer make compliments. Or else HR comes in and you're fired. Then you're sued for sexual harassment. Or you get the opposite. For example, I know a tend to, but you say, "Oh wow, your dress." Oh no, let's say Helena. "Oh wow, Helena, your dress looks nice today." And you get one of those. "What about my dress yesterday? Do I usually not dress nice?" So it's either that or, "Oh, you're sexually harassing me. Oh dear. I'm going to call HR." What are you standing around days for? Get moving and then get to work. Alright, well, she probably needs some directions, I'm assuming. Huh? Well, she did say she wanted to work right now. She did say that. Did you not just ask for a job with your own mouth? Hurry up and sweep the front of the inn. Okay. The head chef grabbed a broom from the corner and tossed it toward her, and Helena caught it effortlessly out of midair. Yes, she does kung fu. Hi-ya! That was lame. No, this is just temporary. If I do not like your work, you're out. So do not think about slacking off. And how long are you going to keep wearing back that pack? Go toss it in the storeroom over there. Yes, understood, chef. Beaming brightly, Helena stowed her bag away and set to work sweeping right away. Alright, that's too many aways. I like to point out shoddy writing. Sorry, it's professional. How do you say that in... don't know the expression in English, but in French it's défaut professionnel, which would be professional. Anyways, nearby patrons watched her work, whispering loud enough for her to hear everywhere. Oh, she's probably, you know, doing a lot of bending over to sweep. So nice. That would be a nice view. Bet she has a cute little bum. Well, I will be. The chef hired her on the spot without so much as a stern interrogation. Next thing you know, the golden dragon will drop its Sinmantini. What did I say? In a shot. Where? I used to say it in another. It was fun to say it the other stream. Shinmantini. He is only thanking her because he is short-handed right now. Once the Golden Dragon Festival ends and the crowds die down, he will kick her right out. Alright, so no one has said that obviously he hired her because she's pretty, has a great figure. I'm surprised that even the woman does not say that. She will probably run away before that if she cannot take his sharp tongue. I will bet a bottle of Baiju she quits within a week. Oh, I forgot to look up what, actually it's some sort of, I don't know, it's some sort of alcohol. don't think I looked it up on stream, but it was very vague. I will wager a plate of dung po pork. She quits in 3 days. She does not look like she's trained in inner chi, so she will collapse from exhaustion in no time. Hee hee hee. Okay, so apparently you need inner chi to do just about everything, unless it just means endurance in general. Right? They're kind of chi. They have a chi fetish over there. Is it because I'm an outsider? Everyone thinks I'm going to give up right away. Which only makes me want to work even harder. Yay! Alright, it was worth a yay. I mean, she's not the yay type, but... I have never worked as an in-hand before, but I will get the hang of it in no time. She seems like she's very talented, so... I will give it my all until everyone accepts me. And so Helena officially began her new journey as an in-hand at Dragonhead Inn. However, having plenty of enthusiasm, actually being good at the job proved to be two very different things. Oh. Once you are done sweeping, wash the cooking utensils in this basin. Got it? Yes, Chef. I will wash them until they are spotless. Just like your head. Alright, so I don't have to make the sound. The game made the sounds, but... What was that sound? Why did I just hear metal splitting? I'm so sorry. I was trying to scrape the soup off the bottom of the pot. I only use a tiny bit of force, but I punch a hole right through it. Yes, she's very physically strong. What kind of ridiculous nonsense? No, forget it. Stop washing dishes and go peel the potatoes in that sack. Alright, peeling potatoes. Yes, Chef, I will do a perfect job this time. Hold the potato, turn it slowly, and gently scrape it with the spoon. I mean, she's an idol, so she has to sing as she works. You know, whistle while you work. Come on. Shred, 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 sizzle. Ta-da! One whole sack of peeled potatoes all done. I hope she does not do like my mother and, you know, like a potato, let's say a potato like this big, this long, this thick, ends up doing got a cube because she was just like take the edges off. How do they look? Yeah, perfect, right? Yes, her breasts do look perfect indeed. Oh, she means the potatoes. Sorry. Hey, Temp. Yes? Why are those freshly peeled potatoes steaming? Yes, we heard the sizzle. We did. Huh? You're right. But they were raw until I picked them up. Ah. Oh, okay. So she also exhumes heat. Not the word I was looking for, but I will have to do. What was that gas supposed to mean? Please explain. No, explain. He's not polite. He's the head chef. He's the boss. Well, you see, the thing is, I have an excessively yang constitution, so my body heat runs much higher than normal. I bet she does. I bet she does. So she would be also great just to sleep, not sleep as in sack, but just to sleep next to, because she's warm. It's very cold up here in French Canada. So when I squeeze the potatoes, the heat from my palms combined with my grip seems to have coupling through as they were steamed the cauldron. You magnificently useless fool. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to think of Chef Ramsay's insults and plug them in there instead. But after a long shift filled with one disaster after another, closing time finally arrived. And that is the last steamed potato. Alright, she's still eating with her mouth full, which is a very big no-no. Phew, I finally finished them all. I'm so glad the chef agreed to forgive me if I ate every potato I ruined. At least potatoes are healthy for you, good for you. There's everything you need in potatoes, actually, and very little calories and ways of calorie. If it's just like raw potatoes. I actually hate raw potatoes as a child. In the country, they had potatoes and they just grab them from the earth or the garden, and then I would not even wash them with water. I just chomp. Not even with the skin. I had no idea being in hand was this difficult. I've only ever done heavy physical labor like carpentry before, so I did not realize. I cannot just sit here sighing, though. I will do some light training to fix my shortcomings. Alright, light training. I'll show you some light training. Stretching her tired arms, Helena headed into the storeroom where her pack was kept. She took out a few tools and began training in the corner of the inn. That's right, because she has no place to live. She does not live there, so... I don't know if it's a large enough inn that they have spare room, because she would, have like a smaller wage, but free room and board, so... It could be a sweet deal. Alright, this, I do not have to tell you guys, is worth a train capture. If it's not you, then I believe you have some sort of issue. Cleavage peak. Let's go cleavage peak. I like that expression. Wow, she is gorgeous. Every job I have tried was disastrous at first, but I learned from my mistakes and got better little by little. Alright. I keep correcting my mistakes this time too. I will master this in no time. Alright. She's very optimistic. Is that an egg? Looks like an egg. She's balancing an egg. First, I need to learn how to minimize my strength. I will strap the lightest stone weights to my arms and legs. Oh, that could be a stone weight, although it looks like an egg. I mean, much too dark to be an egg. Slowly focusing on every muscle movement so I do not break the egg. Okay, I was right. It's an egg. Yay for me. Since I might help out with cooking eventually, I should study this cookbook I found in the storeroom ahead of time. Yes. Huh? This book is extremely detailed. There are dozens of pages just on selecting ingredients. Okay. So it's very advanced. I could really feel the passion. Oh, I can feel the passion, alright. Whoever wrote this must really, really love cooking. It's hard to follow, but if I keep at it, I'm sure I will be able to make all the dishes in this book someday. I doubt he will let her cook. He's the head chef, and he... Damn. What are you doing right now? She's balancing meat buns, of course. Yee! You scared me! Helena was so absorbed in her training that the sudden voice behind her startled her, sending her tumbling on the floor. To the floor, sorry. Okay. As she scrambled to clean up the broken egg, she looked up to find the chef standing over her, pale as a ghost. I thought something was fishy when you did not show your face after I called you repeatedly. Well, she was very absorbed in her training. Makes sense. Were you planning to ambush me with those hideous rocks? No, nothing like that. I was just training my external chi with those stone weights. Yeah, I bet those. I was thinking making breaststroke, but I've made enough. But yeah, I mean, look at those puppies. I mean, external chi training in Dragonhaven, where everyone venerates inner chi. Yes, yeah, for some reason they're very elitist that way. After listening to her explanation, the head chef let out a baffled, weary laugh. Hey, she did not know. Ah, so that freakish strength of yours comes from that. Which makes me understand you even less. Oh. Okay, I thought you would be more understanding. That she cannot control her strength. Why are you trying to become an in-hand with talent like that? Talents, yes, talents A and B. Like that, should you not be trying to become a martial arts practitioner? I like that word, practitioner. Ah, you sound just like the village chief back home. You would have made a good couple. But I think becoming an in-hand is just as wonderful as becoming a practitioner. Alright, but which, you know, could sound good and well or okay in most places, but they seem to be like inner chi maniacs and martial arts maniacs in this town, so it's not going to fly. What? I love helping people and making them happy. She gives happy endings. Alright, sorry. Do not resist. When everyone's face is filled with smiles, I feel happy right along with them. Alright, so she also has her orgasms at the same time. Mutual orgasms, alright. So I keep asking myself what kind of work could bring smiles to the greatest number of people. I mean, if you ask, what is it, Bunny Blue, she made over 1,000 guys happy in the same day, so I would say that's pretty hard to beat. I could follow the elders and become a beast hunter or travel as a practitioner helping those in need. But I realized I only have one body. But what a body. So my reach is limited, but once I leave, the smiles left behind fade away quickly. That is why I set out on my journey, to find a way to make even more people happy. For even longer. Well, you know, long massages, I mean, happy ending massages. Then I came to this inn and realized that this place is a crossroads of the Jianghu, where countless people gather for the Golden Dragon Festival. And people wear their happiest smiles when they eat something delicious, assume, or other things. If I can give them happy memories with wonderful food and warm hospitality, yes, warm and friendly, if you know, you know. That will be beaming from ear to ear. Yes, she could also do it manually, I mean. And when they carry those smiles back to their homes, that happiness will spread to every corner of the Jianghu. Alright, so she sounds like a 5-year-old here, but in terms of logic, it's very, but, I mean. To witness that wonderful journey up close, chatting and laughing with the guests along the way. In that sense, I do not think any job aligns better with my dream than being an in-hand. You certainly have a way with words. She does. Though we will see how long that passion of yours lasts, yeah, especially with his, let's say, his creative insults. The head chef scoffed, tossed Helena a key, and jerked his chin toward the stairs. Or I thought he jerked himself right in front of her. Hey, I will help you with that. I'm an in-hand, after all. You get it? Hand, you know, hand job. Alright, I thought it was hilarious. But... okay. I have ingredients to prep for tomorrow, so get upstairs. I left bedding in front of the attic room. Use it. Alright. So he does offer her a room. Huh? I gave you a room, so go sleep. Or anything else you do in bed, really, it's not up to me. You need a place to stay while working here, do you not? Yep, plus he can keep tabs on her and hopefully catch her naked sometimes in her room or in the shower. Don't know if they have showers or not, but baths probably, so. He's a dirty little perv, I like it. The attic was the only vacant room, so do not dare complain. I doubt you would. Why did you shut up all of a sudden? If you do not like it, feel free to sleep out on the street. Yeah, she would probably get our word, especially if they're, wait, she's not a minor, so scratch that about Muslims. She's too old for Muslims. No, it is just, I'm so grateful. You gave me a job, and now you're giving me a place to stay as well. In-hands are supposed to get board and lodging anyway. Yes, that's true. That is the only way I can work you to the bone, starting at dawn, yes. And pay her almost nothing. Okay, well, enjoy, our... Yeah, congratulations. I saw you have 1,000 followers on Twitch. That's very impressive. I did follow you back on all three. It was very difficult to find you on YouTube, though. I don't think you streamed there yet, but I did find your account. If you're done talking, get lost upstairs. You are in my way. Yes, Chef. Good night. See you tomorrow. With a respectful fist and palm salute. Oh, again, the fist and palm salute. That's all they did in the last event. A match would start, a fight would start, a fist and palm salute. Glacier would win the match, a fist and palm salute. That's all they do. Helena turned and bounded up the stairs. Bounce. Should be bounced up the stairs, not bounded. She sank onto the floor of her attic room, listening to the muffled sounds of the head chef prepping ingredients downstairs. I'm surprised she did not offer to help him. Even the sharp, rhythmic shaking of his salt jar seemed to radiate his prickly personality. Alright. I would love to prick her. Alright. That one was obvious, I know. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that booty. Yeah, I hope she does. Time ticked by, and as the late summer days drew to a close, Helena greeted every patron who walked through the door with the exact same radiant smile. It's always right. It is okay, it's like a front of a house person. What is it? Sorry guys, it will bother me if I can't remember it. I believe it's hostess, right? Yeah, it is a hostess. Yes. It's the hostess that greets customers, and sometimes they seat them or not. It depends. And depending on how successful the restaurant is, like if it's a family business, the hostess will also wait tables and do many things. Or if she's the wife of the chef, or she's the owner or part owner herself, she'll do a lot of extra things. It varies. And in those cases, she does not have to be attractive, although it helps because it's her restaurant. She's butt ugly. But if you're butt ugly, you should not be in the front of the house. I would not work in the front of the house. Well, I would not enjoy working in the back of the house either. So, alright. Welcome! Table for two again today? That's a bit judgmental, some leftists might say. You're assuming things. Yes, noodles and baijiu for me. I bet she hears that 100 times a day. Apparently, that's what they mostly have. But she's cute. Just fried rice for me. Oh, all right. You went too hard at the bottle last night. Fried rice is delicious. Pork fried rice is amazing. That's why I usually have the Chinese restaurant with my father. We also had what I believe are dumplings, but it's no, it's something different. But they look like dumplings. Coming right up. It is scorching outside today, so please use those damn towels to cool off. Yeah, how are they supposed to cool off when they have her to look at? I mean, I get hot and bothered just looking at her just now. Although it is 26 degrees Celsius in my office right at the moment. At least last I checked, so it's very warm in an apartment in summer. Even here, so I can only imagine in Europe, where they, unless, they have close to 40 degrees Celsius, sometimes above. We cap out about 34, 35, and that only happens like once every 2-3 years, if that. Oh, the fishmonger just arrived. Please excuse me for a moment. Of course he comes in person. I would come to see her, Helena. All right. Oh, no, delivery boy. You stay and mend the shop. I'll go see Helena myself. When he obviously means leer at, or gawk at, whatever you want to call it. Goon at, if you want. Spotting a new arrival, Helena darted over with light, nimble steps. Oh, looked like she was running there, but alright, light, nimble steps it is. Hello, ma'am. What would you like today? The usual? I never expected to be wrong. I did not think Helena would last this long. Tell me about it. I certainly did not think we would both lose that bet. Yeah, they both lost. She said 3 days. He said she would not last the festival. So, in theory, he won because he gave her more time, so. Even when people throw insulting remarks her way, she just beams and laughs it off. It actually makes me feel ashamed. Well, the insults must just be from jealous ladies or fat ladies that are seeing how attractive she is, how thin she is, and how busty she is. Besides, coming this in feels downright soothing these days thanks to her. Alright, so she's made a good impression even on her, and she's quite attractive, I have to say. Here you are, here Baiju first. Your food will be out shortly, so please enjoy. Yes. And I guess you. No, sorry, that's for normal voice. I guess you do not feel like making another bet, do you? Also, what I really enjoy the place I used to go, the restaurant I used to go, is that they were like a sports bar, almost like a pub. They were actually called a pub. So you had my beer. Usually was with my mother. I had my beer and she had her water, or sometimes she took like soft drinks or whatever it was. And then you still order the food a little longer, but if you're having a beer, you don't really mind the wait, so it's fine. Not a chance. I've grown too fond of the girl for those cruel games, yes. I don't think you have a chance, fatty. As Helena bustled back and forth carrying dishes, the patron's quiet words caught her ear, warming her heart. Oh, that's sweet. Her plan is working. They finally acknowledged me. All my hard work was worth it. Or as paid off would be another way to say it. Nice. Hey, Temp, the noodles and fried rice for that table are ready. So stop grinning and take them out. Pronto. Yes, chef, right away. Oh, right, chef. There's something I wanted to ask you. During service, it's usually not a good idea to interrupt the chef during service. What is it, Temp? Why do you still only call me Temp? I mean, it's a short name. I usually try to call people a short name. For example, if people that are my friends or people I game with, I tend to have a nickname. It's usually short. Or if your game name, you usually had 4 or 5 letters. 4 or 5 letters was the most, like, for. So I would say the person's, type the person's first 4 or 5 letters. 3 if I was lucky. I do not really make mistakes anymore, and I've gotten used to the work, so I think I'm pulling my weight now. Oh, maybe if he changes her title, she has to make more money? I don't know. Or he just enjoys calling her a temp. You still have a long way to go. How are you supposed to help in the kitchen when your hands cook everything they touch? That is true. That's going to be a big issue. Maybe she could wear not mittens. Mittens keeps your hand warm. Ice packs, or probably don't. Anyways, must be a way. Huh? I guess that is true. Oh wow, she almost looks sad. How dare you, evil chef? But it does make me a little sad that you never call me by my actual name. Again, it's shorter. Temp is 4 letters, Helena is 6 letters. He could call her Hell, but I doubt you would enjoy that. It is almost like you never bothered to remember it in the first place. Oh, come on. Now she's being a bit too sentimental. Huh? So you caught on, huh? Beth? Ha ha ha. Are you two doing a comedy routine right now? You make quite the pair. Yes, she does have quite the pair, indeed. Ha ha ha, you said it. Watching you two banter is half the reason I come over here nowadays. Alright, has the food gone downhill? Watching Helena get all flustered, the guest finally could not hold it in and burst into laughter. So she's bringing people smiles and laughter as she wanted. So, still waiting when the drama happens. I mean, this is very refreshing. As cheerful laughter filled the inn, Helena went back to serving dishes with a wide smile. This warm, ticklish feeling in my chest. Ooh, her chest. It reminds me of the times I laughed with the elders back home, and they all felt my chest. And they liked it. Yay! Of course it would. Like, it's very nice. That's very firm. They also look very firm. So I would gladly tickle her chest if that's what she wants. Anything to do with her chest, basically. I never knew working could be this fun. Becoming an in-hand really was the right choice. Yay! Soft yay. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Here are your noodles and fried rice. Oh, thanks. Slurp. Yeah, they slurp noodles. That's a bit strange, but it's their habit. It tastes the same as always. But it feels a little bland today. Maybe it's because I've been sweating so much at work. I feel like having something a little bit saltier today. In hand, sorry to trouble you, but could you bring us some salt? Okay, and perhaps pepper, or maybe pepper is too expensive. Although salt used to be quite expensive, I do not have the time. This inn does everything well, but it never keeps seasonings on the table. Yeah, she remarked that. She first noticed that when she arrived, actually. I think that was a little strange too. Most inns at least keep salt or chili oil out. Oh, chili. Smile would love that. She loves spicy food. Loves spicy ladies, spicy Latin ladies. Anyway, I will fetch you some from the kitchen. Please wait just a moment. Then and then you get into the debate. Like, do you season food excessively, or do you just have seasoning on the table so people can season how they want? But I mean, when you watch professional chefs and cooking competitions like I do often on the Food Network, they salt and salt and salt. It's crazy how much they salt, and then the judges keep telling them you did not salt enough. It did not. That it enhances the flavor when you salt. So I just do not know. I know that when I cook noodles, I salt those noodles pretty heavily instead of oil, because oil you can have accidents, and you have two left hands like I do. Well, you have a lot of accidents, so safer to just use salt. Helena offered a playful smile and slipped quietly back into the kitchen. Let us see. The salt should be in this cupboard. Tim, what do you think you're doing? Huh? Bet when she jumped, those bounce around nice. Oh, hello, you've switched to Twitch. Hello, Harp. Speaking, do you prefer ARP or should I call you Takao? No, I don't really know how to pronounce that. Helena reached for the salt jar, but the chef's voice beside her made her pull her hand back on instinct. Haha, I'm sorry for coming in and announce. You seemed so focused on cooking that I did not want to disturb you. That's a good reaction, the reflex. Spare me the excuses. Tell me why you are in my kitchen. He's the head chef. It's his kitchen. The guests asked for salt. I mean, on a hot and muggy day like today, people naturally crave something saltier, right? Is that really true? I don't know. Like cold beer? Is it cold beer salty? I don't think so. Although, if you have, I don't know if you guys ever saw that. It might be only in Quebec or French Canada, but sometimes we have like it's like bigger salt, like let's use like a pan. Well, and this, like the tip of the pan, the salt would be about that, well, maybe not that big, but around that big, or half the size of that. And we called it, big salt. Gros sel. Sel is salt, so gros sel, so big salt, or heavy salt. And then it, not only does it, I mean, it kind of changes the composition of the beer a little bit, but also it's kind of like the same with some of Irish English beers, the black beers, where when you add the salt, it kind of like it makes like a line onto it. It's a chemical reaction that looks pretty spiffy. So a lot of older gentlemen at the bars I was with my father use big salt, and sometimes at home my dad would pour in some big salt. He was not a very salt forward person, but sometimes it's mostly. And he also had beer with tomato juice. It was very popular with some people. It's very nice. Although you get a little less beer, but it just pair well. And then usually with beer and tomato juice, you do put a little bit of that big salt or heavy salt, probably heavy salt. And there's that chemical reaction, and it's even more refreshing than the normal beer. Although it's a little less alcohol, I guess you get a little less feeling, but it's a little bit more. It's a different taste. It's a slightly different taste. It's enjoyable sometimes, not all the time. All right, sorry about that. Ignore that nonsense. Do you think I leave seasonings off the tables because I'm an idiot? Because he's proud. And pride used to be cool. Now the left has ruined pride. Pride has become like, well, it was always the most cardinal sin, and now it's just disgusting. But you know, there's pride in your work, let's say. I do it to stop people who don't know the first thing about flavor from ruining my dishes. That's true. Because people will oversell. Oh, and sorry about another personal story. Well, I had some family that was from Haiti. Well, one of my uncles married a Haitian woman. And it is crazy how much sugar they put in their coffee. I don't know if it was just her or it's people from Haiti in general. I don't really know, but I've never seen something like I never saw something like that ever again. Like say you normally you go like this, like you salt like once or twice. Normal put sugar once or twice, depending. In their coffee, most people it would be like 7, 8, 9, 10 times. So sometimes you were wondering she's going to put the entire thing in, but anyways. But she probably liked it that way. So because once you over salt or over pepper, it's too late. It's ruined. So and you cannot send it back. Hey, it's too salty. Where you pull that salt in yourself, mister. Oh, and by the way, the left is very salty. Alright. My food is crafted to be eaten with the pickled sides. Throwing salt on top of that destroys the entire balance. Oh, pickled sides. Alright. Not a big fan of pickling myself, but especially pickles. But the guest specifically asked for it. Yes, but most people do not know what they want. Are you going to bend over backward for every little thing a guest asks for? There is no need to cater people who cannot even appreciate what is in front of them. What is in front of them? Actually, very wise words. It's very deep because sometimes people cannot appreciate like the small things in life. I'm trying to be better at that. I've changed a little bit the past year or so. I will not let anyone tamper with my cooking, not even if the golden dragon itself descended to ask. I've never seen the chef this angry before, and over something as small as salt. Actually, no, I understand him completely. His food is his. He pours his heart and soul into his food, so ruining it or tampering with it is like tampering with his food and telling him what he makes is not good enough. It's not right. With the chef refusing to yield, Helena was forced to return to the patrons empty-handed. I'm so sorry, but the chef said no. And other mean things I will not repeat. He did say I had a nice rag, and did pat my booty. I like that expression, pat. It's probably not safe to say these days, but pat a nice booty, that's nice. He's being ridiculous over a pinch of salt. I doubt you would just put a pinch, fatso. Why does he have to be stubborn about his food? See, the chef is and becoming like the chef. No. Seriously, it's not like we asked to sprinkle gold dust on it. I heard a rumor he used to be the head chef at some fancy inn for the wealthy. Maybe that is why his ego is so high. Yeah, but if a chef did not have passion, he would not be a chef. He would just be a cook. And Gordon Ramsay actually really likes to tell some people that, oh my, I'm hiding my, should make my face small, my, because I'm hiding the face of the, sorry, no one said anything. I think I locked it. Yeah, I locked, I'll make myself smaller so you can see how cute she is. Where is it? Video capture device. Unlock. Although it kind of messes if, yeah, it doesn't stay. Yeah, if I move it, if I make myself smaller, for some reason, it it will not fill the entire screen. You'll see what I mean. Plus, I'm way too small here. Yeah, it will not fit the screen properly. There's going to be like, so I guess I should put myself higher up, but no one's puts themselves high, and usually when you play games, there's usually more things up on top of the screen rather than on the bottom of the screen. All right, sorry. Let me bring my chats back. Yeah, I think there's no helping it. Oh, let me go back to game capture. Boom. All right. If he is so oppressive, he should have stayed at that fancy place. Why is he here cooking cheap meals for the likes of us? Well, you guys are poor, so he's cooking cheap meals for you poor bastards. Actually, there's nothing wrong with. Oops. Okay. Sorry, my YouTube chat. All right, put it back here. Actually, I made it a bit too small, perhaps. Anyway, no one has talked on YouTube yet, so there's not an issue. Huh. Just then, the sharp sound of a heavy kitchen knife slamming to a cutting board echoed from the kitchen. Uh-oh. He heard you guys. A moment later, the chef stormed out with a fierce glare and confronted the patrons. Uh-oh. What do you fools know running your mouths like that? You think paying for a meal gives you the right to say whatever you want? Yeah. They do say sometimes that the customer is always right, but I think it's not really in terms of the flavor, and it's more like what you pay for and all that. So I cannot completely understand him. You're the one looking down on your customers. You will not even let us eat the way we want. Looks like the way you like is a lot of food, you fat bastard. We have been working under the scorching sun all day. If we lose too much salt, we could collapse in the fields. Are you going to take responsibility for that? Well, I feel like I'm lacking salt or lacking vitamins. I just have well, there's salt in it, but I just have a little bit, like not even a glass, a little bit of tomato juice. Actually, tomato juice. No, but yeah, it's full of. There's a lot of salt in it, but there's also all the vitamins and it tastes really nice. So I that's what I have with almost every meal: tomato juice. Well, they call it tomato mix because they have other vegetables in it like carrots, but it's mostly tomato. That is none of my concerns. My concern. In this inn, you eat what I serve, the way I prepare it. Yes, he is the god in his own inn, in his restaurant. He rules with an iron fist. If you do not like it, go stuff your faces somewhere else. Maybe dog food would suit your taste better. Yeah, I really like this guy. Dog food. I've never wanted to taste dog food. It just looks yucky. Although I've seen some people recently, like even on cooking shows, that they actually cook like good looking fruit for their dogs. It no longer looks like dog food, but it's like very fancy. It probably takes them a long time to do that. So probably people that only have their dogs or cats. Maybe liberal cat ladies do that. Now listen here, we have put up with your temper because we are neighbors, but this time you have crossed the line, bud. Alright, I'm Wolverine now. Everyone, please calm down. This is not something worth shouting over, right? Please sit down and cool off. I will try talking to the chef. With the argument on the verge of turning into a fistfight, Helena hastily squeezed herself. Ooh, I would love to squeeze those. Herself between the chef and the patrons. Yes, I would love to squeeze her breasts. They look so nice, so delicious and juicy. La la la. Chef, I think you might have gone a little too far just now. And you know, some restaurants have like peanuts, or I don't see that much anymore, but they used to have peanuts or pretzels and things that were very salty. So I guess it kind of. And the place I did mention at one time for a couple of years, they had like this big popcorn machine where you could just move. You come in, grab yourself some popcorn. It was not like fancy schmancy popcorn, but you could just grab a handful and then you either eat it on your way or bring it to your table and have it with your beer or your meal. So that was really nice. Although I'm not that big a fan of popcorn, but it is something crunchy, kind of nice if you're waiting on your food. And it made the place different. They had amazing Mexican food though. That was the kicker. I mean, I do understand. You have been working over a hot stove all day, so I can see why you would be feeling irritable. Could I fetch you a glass of cold water? There's probably a sink in there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe do not have indoor plumbing. He's always irritable from what I can see, though. So, trying to sweet talk me and smooth this over. Are you? Are you taking their side? Well, she is the in-hand, so. Who are you? Who are you to question how I run my kitchen? Temp. That would be a great time to call her Temp, by the way. But I think an inn should care about more than just how the food tastes. Well, it's also the atmosphere and all that. But when I go to somewhere, the food has to be good, and not too expensive. I mean, my mom used to say, I think it's a woman thing, but I won't be sexist. Maybe it's not. That she likes to be in a nice little restaurant. Well, the French equivalent of that. But we were usually at that place or the chicken place. So, but you would like the place, the restaurant more if it looked nice or it was a nice had a patio or terrace over food how the food tastes or how big the portions are. Well, I was the opposite. I don't care what the restaurant looks like. I mean, if there are attractive waitresses, it's a plus. I guess I do care about looks somewhat for a restaurant, but it's not exactly how the restaurant looks. I mean, if it smells bad, okay, but if it reeks of garlic, I would not go there. That's why I cannot go into a Subway. It just smells of garlic, onions. It reeks of they call that salad dressing. That's a disgusting smell. It just smells horrible. I cannot go inside that place. It's disgusting. Maybe how the guests feel matters as well. An inn is not just a place to get good food. This is where people come to enjoy a comforting meal. Yeah, she's right, because at a bar, you have to feel like welcome. Hey, Norm! Not necessarily like, Norm! But, people know your name. That's always a nice, because since we went, I actually usually to the same place. Well, they knew my name and all that. And some of the waiters are pretty cute. Yep. Well, older, but still, have nothing against mature ladies. Though we're not talking that mature. One of them was actually my age, although she looked much younger than I was. When I found out we were the same age, I was, what's the word I'm looking for? Befuddled, yes. Anyway. If we show a little consideration for how the guests feel and what they prefer. Not preferred pronouns, though. I will never cave to that. Ever, ever, ever. I know they will appreciate it. And then even more people will be able to enjoy your amazing cooking. Hey, hey. Or she thinks she's smart. He will not fall for that, though. You insolent brat. Brat, I give you a job, and now you forget your place and try to lecture me? Oh, dear. This is an inn, not a pleasure house, not a whorehouse. He will not say it, but I will say it. Although a massage parlor, she would do great, especially with the happy endings. It should be judged solely by the quality and flavor of the food. Well, they also serve alcohols, and they need to have like all those much easier to have good drinks than good food. Chef! Or are you saying you can cook a better dish than me? You, when all you know how to... When all you know how to do is ruin ingredients? That is not what I meant. I only... Words are cheap. Yeah, talk is cheap. What would someone who has never even worked in the real kitchen know? If you're so full of complaints, how about proving you're better than me before you run your mouth? Oh, I can feel the fire. If you can present a dish I actually approve of by the end of this month, I will let you run things your way. Or otherwise, it's the highway for you. Ha ha ha. If you cannot, you are fired. Oh, okay. I like my way or the highway more. That's perfect. Shouting at the top of his lungs, yes. The chef stormed out of the inn without looking back. Left behind, Helena exchanged bewildered glances with the stunned patrons. Haha, I'm so sorry. I guess talking the chef down was more than I could manage. Oops. Oopsie. Hey, this is not the time to laugh. You are in serious trouble now. Huh? Am I? Oh. He just told an inn hand who has never properly learned to cook to make a dish good enough to satisfy him. Yeah, it's pretty balls. That means he is going to torment you for a month and then throw you out. It is okay. Even if I could go back in time, I would have done the same thing all over again. Okay, that's not very smart. An inn-hand who leaves guests looking miserable is not much of an inn-hand, right? But now you're about to lose your job because of us. Yeah, fatso. If we had not asked for salt, none of this would have happened. Yes, that's true. Really, it's okay. Now that it has come to this, I just have to make something good enough for the chef to approve of, right? Yes. I know the basics from cooking for the elders back home, so as long as I'm careful with ingredients, I will manage somehow. Yes, but it would be like the standards for maybe the customers, standards for the elders back home, the elders who cannot, often the elders cannot really chew properly, so you have to cook soft food, very soft food, or help them eat. Besides, if you're too afraid of failing to even try, you will never accomplish anything. Da da da. The more you know. You know that NBC, the more you know. Helena tried to put on a bright smile, but a shadow of anxiety lingered in her eyes. Okay. It was something the patrons did not miss. One by one, they gathered around her. Oh, gang rape? Or gangbang? Sorry, YouTube. I did not say the R word. Did not mean it. So, do you have any idea what kind of dish you are going to make? No, I have not decided yet. Well, if you're cooking for fat, so it's probably quantity over quality. Well, with the lady there, it might be a different story. I want to choose something. I have to think about the chef's taste, personality, and what matters to him. Okay, that's smart. That's smart. Like I said, she's not cooking for regular folks. She's cooking for a, let's say, 5-star chef or a Michelin star chef, whatever the equivalent. He did cook in a fancy restaurant, so. And of course, taste matters too, so I will need to get local ingredients and test all kinds of recipes. Yes, local ingredients are important. In that case, leave the vegetables to me. Take as much as you need. Oh yeah, she does work on the fields. I'm a farmer, so I have fresh picked crops to spare. I will bring you only the best. Oh, she's so sweet. All right, let me just show you what she looks like. All right. Oops. Is this where I may move my face? Kind of scared it will not come back. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to mess up the stream, so. Really? Thank you so much. I wonder if it's possible to set up like two different game captures. Like I could have like where I'm here, you know, on the bottom of the screen, then here on the top of the screen, and then switch between them. I wonder if that's possible. Although I don't really know how to even check for that. My younger brother runs a forge. I will ask him to craft some good cookware for you. Oh, that's nice. All right. A point for the fat guy. This whole mess started because of us, so we will help however we can. Also, I will taste if you want. Yes, I'm sure you would like to taste. Besides, we cannot exactly call you an outsider anymore. It's true. Seeing a few brave souls step forward, the rest of the patrons quickly offered their help as well. Oh, nice. Alright. This is very endearing, I have to say. How do I say that? It's very, not heartwarming. Heartwarming is kind of a word that makes me a little bit sick, but I don't know. Looking for, maybe it will come to me. It was the trust Helena had earned by serving every guest with genuine warmth and sincerity. You can get fish from our shop. We have only freshwater fish, but I promise they're top quality of the fishmonger. And in this case, I'm unable to tell that's male or female, that's man or woman. Plus these days, you never know, right? Hey Jang, when were you planning to butcher at your farm? I will handle the chickens. You can get her some pork. Yes, some pork for the pork buns. Everything is coming together. If there is anything else you need, I will bring it in from outside town. Oh, maybe he's a merchant? I've been wanting to knock that foul-mouthed chef down a peg anyway. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Really. Wow. I feel loved, appreciated, and all that jazz. I will make a dish that will blow you away. All right. A few weeks after the chef issued his spiteful challenge. I finally finished running all those errands. It feels like the chef has been giving more and more work lately. He's so bitter. Still, I should be able to squeeze in some recipe tasting. Speed of quiz. Uh, Squeezing. Oh, actually, I can only do it on my screen, so you guys can't know, but squeeze. Love to squeeze those. As would most of you, I imagine. Damn, where are you? Stop slacking off and get out here. Yeah, chef. What is it? What is it this time? Oh, no, that's... She should not say it like that. What happened to the wild boar I took you to catch? It has been more than an hour. Oh, he sends her hunting as well? Wow. Well, she did say she was from a hunting village, so that's on her, but seems a bit excessive. I just took care of it. I saw 3 of them in nearby mountains, so I captured them all alive. Alright, so he's supposed to kill them? Well, he should be able. He's a chef. Why did you bring so many? Are you trying to drive the wild boars to extinction? Yeah, wildlife preservation. Yeah, I get it. Well, the note you gave me did not say how many I was supposed to catch. And if that's that many customers, I mean, I don't know how much meat there's on the wild boar. I think they're pretty big, but you know. Forget that. Go fetch a month's worth of firewood right now. Yeah, he has to be very specific with her. We needed to smoke the boar meat, so go chop down the birch trees by the lake yourself. Okay, now she has to go chop down wood. Okay. Well, she probably, with her karate, she could probably just chop it with her hand like that, so a slice. Hi-ya! It's not me, I would say hi-ya, but you know, I'm doing Helen, so yes, I would love to do Helen. I'm doing her voice. I wonder if he's doing like what we see, like I think it's no, what did they cook? Oh, pigs. Yeah, full pigs. When they could cook them, they could cook them outside, and they use like sort of a almost not tree trunks, but like pieces of wood to have them. Also in Hawaii, I think in Hawaii they do that as well. Probably other places, but those are the ones I know. Frowning, the head chef pointed to the carrying frame sitting outside the door. Another errand outside. He barely lets me stay inside the inn these days. Oh. Probably does not want her to interact with the customers, but that's probably her favorite part of working there. He's definitely picking on me. You think? But I'm not giving up over something like this. Yes, chef. I will be right back. Helena hurried along and reached the lakeside in no time yet. She's a human dynamo. Oh, that's a nice little backdrop. Phew! Deep in the mountains, the air is so clear. And look at all those trees that would make great firewood. Yeah, don't like chopping up trees. I sold my family house. We had to chop down oak. We had a big oak, like it was over 100 years old. At least it was older than the house. So. And that was really sad, but they had to redo the driveway. That was one thing people look for, especially with people with at least 2 cars, like families. So. Alright, time to get to work. First, I will gently wrap my arms around this big tree and... Secret technique of beast hunting fist. Bear, backbreaker, ha! Or hi-ya! Crack. Next, aiming the edge of my hand at the log. Tiger, neckbreaker, hi-ya! Chop, chop, chop. Phew, that takes care of the errand. Working my external chi after so long really clears my head. Right, so she enjoys physical labor. The inn should be closed by now. Before heading back, perhaps I should look around for ingredients to test recipes with. That's I'm thinking that she brought extra boar for herself. Helena. Helena stretched, sorry, my ear again, then bustled off to forage for ingredients. Still, I'm stuck. I've tested all sorts of things, but I still have no idea what dish to make. An ordinary dish will not be enough to impress the chef. If only I knew why he is so uniquely sensitive whenever someone alters his cooking. Because it's his pride of a chef. Not the pride disgusting, but pride... it's his craft. He's an artisan. Food can be an art form. Alright, Russell. Ooh, someone is watching her. What is this plant? I feel like I saw it in that cookbook. This stem shooting straight up like a soaring dragon. It is dragon rice greens. These are rare ingredients. I had no idea they grew around here. Well, that's because you never went that way. They smell wonderful and they're full of nutrients. These will be a huge help for my recipe tasting. Snap, sizzle. No, I prefer snap, crackle, pop. Huh? Why did it wilt the moment I picked it? Did I use too much force? Yeah, probably. Oh, I thought this prime spot was my own secret, but I have been found out. I think someone beat me here to harvest wild greens. Is it the chef? No. Engrossed in picking greens, Helena turned around toward the voice behind her. An old man with a long beard stood there, hands clasped behind his back. Who is he? I thought I knew every face in town, but I have never seen this old man before. She probably knows every Johnson Rod in town. Sorry, I almost said the P word, YouTube. Although YouTube also does not like another P word, like things that a lot of lascive groomers do, to male children, especially if they're male themselves. Did he come from the heavily guardian palace annex nearby? Alright, I'll try to do an old man voice. Some nights I can't really do it. Now, why are you roughing up some wretched greens like that? You look like you're wringing your mortals and me neck. Oh, hey, we saw him in the story. Actually, he was the... I think he was the... He had one of the shops, I believe. He was the owner of the inn, I believe, in the Glacier story. Was I really being that rough? I heard men like it rough sometimes. The leaves look completely fine. The roots are what matter, girl. Oh. Did you not know that all the Roman flavor gathered down there? Yes, that can have a beautiful smell as well, and every woman has a different smell. Pretty sure the old man did not mean that, but oh yes, I went there. And if you watch my streams, you know I almost always go there. Even when it is, especially when it is not appropriate. Yes. This time, dig up the dirt around it so you do not damage the roots. Okay. Like this? Hi-ya! Snap. Oh, still not. Good grief, you clumsy girl! You rushed it and tore up all the fine roots! Arr. Do you stuff raw rice and hot water into your mouth because cooking takes too long? What the? Do you scale walls because climbing stairs takes too much time, girl? Right. I mean, I know a lot of women would say, oh, you can't call a girl. She's over 18, so she's a woman. again, but most leftists don't even know what a woman is, like the WNBA. You know, they had a meeting. I think there were 40 of them, and they did not figure out what a woman is. And in the WNBA, you have probably a lot of men or trannies or whatever that play like Brittany Griner. Don't tell me that's a woman. The first time I saw him, like, oh, that's a man. I mean, no wonder he is successful in the league. Well, not that successful, but still. Stuff raw rice in hot water into your mouth because cooking takes so long. Oh, okay. She's skipping steps. All right. Okay, get it. It was obvious with the stairs, but I had to, for the metaphor here, I had to check. Huh. His words are so harsh. He reminds me of the chef. These creative insults feel a lot like a chef's. I wonder why. Perhaps he is the chef's father or grandfather in this case. Maybe I'll be that. Helena pushed her thoughts aside. Why is it written throats instead of thoughts? Aside and followed the old man's advice. Wow, I finally did it. This one did not wilt at all, and it smells even better. Yay! Alright, she deserved that yay. She earned that yay, guys. Oh, you're terrible at figuring things out on your own, but you certainly follow directions when someone spoon feeds you. Alright, so it's creative insult here. He's almost praising her, but at the same time, boom, you're stupid. I bet he wants her to follow some other directions. I mean, it's probably a horny old man. Still, this much is plenty impressive. You're far better than my good-for-nothing disciple, who cannot even do what he is told. Thank you for the praise. Oh, I will give you the best-looking one, sir. Oh, that's sweet. She is sweet. Well, look at that. You're the one who worked for them, so why are you sharing the word with me? Well, he taught her how to, and he's an old man. Come on, respect your elders. Unless they're just horrible people. Because without your advice, I could not have harvested them in such great condition. Yes, exactly. Besides, I'll only need enough to test recipes at the end anyway. Oh? It might trigger something with the old man. Testing recipes? Oh, I see. So you are the popular, and I can see why in-hand everyone in town has been talking about. Oh, you do have great cans. Oh, wow, my penis. I have not seen my penis in 20 years. Just having fun with it. After hearing Helena's words, the old man fell silent, lost in thought. Then he slapped his knee and let out a hearty laugh. Oh, I thought something about you felt familiar. Oh, did he feel her up? Those gentle eyes of yours look just like the chef's when he was young. Huh? You know our chef? Of course I do. Who does not know the famous rich man's dog food chef? Rich man's dog food chef. Okay, I like that one. The rich man's dog food chef? Of course you would not know. It is a shameful nickname he has tried desperately to hide. But I'm very smart. Crafty sounds better for an old man. He was once the head chef at the most famous inn in the Jianghu. People waited months just to taste his cooking. Alright, so now we have a little bit more information. It was a fancy, not only was it a fancy place, it was the most famous inn in the entire, I mean, it's a region or entirety of China. I mean, China's huge. Then one day, some spoiled rich rat showed up as guest.
Out of nowhere, they demanded the most expensive dish in their inn, and they did not plan on paying.
Yeah, Dine and Dashers, yes.
The naive chef gave it his absolute best, crafting a dish that would make even the golden dragon marvel, but then
Yeah, they vomited because they had too much alcohol, no?
those rich fools covered that painstakingly made dish in gold dust, then fed it right to the pet dog they brought along. Oh, such a shame.
That's how old people talk, right? Gold dust. Alright, so he did mention gold dust. So it makes sense that it's still in his mind. What? Why would they do something like that? To humiliate him, of course.
Isn't it obvious to show off their wealth? Oh, okay. Bragging that they were so rich they could take the most expensive food in the Jianghu, flatter it with something even costlier, and dump it to a dog.
To do that to a dish the chef poured his heart into for such a stupid reason. That was awful. Oh dear me.
Give a person power and wealth, and arrogance is sure to follow. Those hotshot martial artists are no different, are they?
Oh, that's very wise. That's true. Or as I believe it is Oscar Wilde. Although I'm not sure, I would have to check it out. But they say absolute power corrupts absolutely. They say power corrupts, but that's a quotation I remember. I think it is Oscar Wilde, but might be someone different. Because I have a book of quotations. Well, I have several, mostly in French, but I have one that has a lot of American ones and British ones. Well, because it's in English, and there were a lot that were from Oscar Wilde, actually.
Anyway, that incident shocked the chef so much that he quit the high-end inn and returned to his hometown of Dragon Haven to live in seclusion.
All right, okay, that explains it. Nice. All right, that's good storytelling. I actually enjoy that.
When he finally showed his face again later on, he had turned into a prickly, spiteful man who treated any alteration to his cooking as a personal insult to his heart.
Or to his soul, even.
Even so, he could not let go of his passion for cooking, which is how he ended up back at Dragonhead Inn. Ah. Yet, he is still trapped by his inner demon lashing out at people. Is it not pitiful? Ho ho ho!
He's about to die.
I had no idea the chef had a past like that. No wonder he reacted so sensitively to changes in his food. Wait, how does this old man know all that? They do not seem like just casual acquaintances.
Again, he's possibly his father or his grandfather, but he does mention Disciple being his disciple. Disciple? Crap. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Huh? Someone in Heavenly Guardian Palace robes is coming this way. Is she looking for this old man?
Oh, could it be Glacia? Oh, we saw her. Ooh, that again. She has very nice picture. Sorry, you guys cannot see it. Third generation Disciple or Disciple. Agin.
Elder, what are you doing all the way out here? You said you were just going for a light walk.
Yeah, she has trouble following the elder. I'm just check it out. I don't think I took the avatar picture last time. Ooh, I think it's almost an even square. Again, I have two left hands, so even cropping pictures is a difficult task for me sometimes. Third generation. She was the other girl, I believe, in the dragon in the palace with Glacia and let's say the Dragon Queen or whatever, I forget her name, the Queen, not the Queen of England, but
Oh dear, my apologies. These tasty greens just kept catching my eye, you see.
yeah, those tasty greens certainly do catch my eyes. As probably it probably means her breasts, not the ingredients.
You have not fully recovered from the fire poison last year. If you overexert yourself, your internal injuries could flare back up.
Right, decide that he has a slightly different voice and that she talks very quickly. Okay, so it was the fire. So Glacia saved him. I thought he was in charge of the inn. Maybe it was another inn, or it was a hotel, perhaps. But it is the same old man. Okay.
The young palace lord is worried sick that you vanished right in the middle of your true chi treatment. Please let me take you back to the annex and not anus. Ha ha ha! I made a funny.
Right. Young Palace Lord, that's Glacia's title. So I think Palace Lord is not the head chef, the queen.
Goodness, my mistake. Oh, she's so dramatic. The last thing I should be doing is causing distress for the person who saved my life. Glacia, in case you did not know. This old man will take his leave then. Try putting those greens in your steam buns. The fresh flavor, it's out of this world. Ho ho ho.
Ooh, he's very hip. He says out of this world as his age. So how does he know she's making steam buns? I mean, she does have some on her hand, but again, they changed to just put her character portrait. They would just have to draw a hand. Come on, how lazy are they? I mean, because she looks like she's always walking around with with meat buns.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Helena gave the old man a fist and paw salute. This again. Then returned to the inn right away. Is there any other type of salute in those parts? I mean, fist and palm salutes, fist and palm salute, fist and palm, blah blah blah. Right.
What a strange day. I never thought an old forager would help me figure out my dish. Now that I have a basic idea, I should make a test batch. The kitchen should have the tools I need. But I have to be careful, not for that the chef does not see me.
Clatter, clatter.
Still, looking at the cookware in this kitchen, even though every piece of it is all perfectly maintained.
Alright, so he does have, again, I hate saying this word, pride in his work, even in his tools, so he's a dedicated chef.
The tofu knife is worn down short from endless use, and the inside of the wok is polished like a mirror.
Yuck, tofu knife? So he serves tofu? Yuck.
That is a kind of dedication you only get from years of honing your craft, and it's honestly amazing. Meanwhile, I'm still not even the proper in-hand. Can someone like me really make something good enough to impress the chef?
Well, if it's shaped like a breast, I mean, you're putting a... I mean, yeah, it has a good chance, I mean... Or she could make puff pastry. If you don't get that one right away, I cannot be more specific. That one could get me in trouble, but You know, in Rick and Morty, he mentions Buffy something that starts with V and ends with Ina. That's all I can say. I've already said too much. I don't care. Clatter.
Ah, here it is. No wonder it took me so long. It was tucked all the way in the back. There's something inside. An old booklet? Why would something be like this be hidden inside the cookware? And this handwriting looks familiar, almost like...
Yeah, he wrote the book. Come on. We all saw it coming. The book she was looking at. A very detailed cooking book. All the terms and recipe. Yeah, it was him. Overcome by curiosity, Helena opened the booklet and read through its pages. Oh, she's going to get caught. Flip, flip. Yes, flip, flip. I would like to flip, flip those breasts.
This is it. I know what I need to make now. If it is this dish, I'm sure I can impress him.
Okay. As the lush greens of Dragonhaven began to deepen into autumn reds, surrounded by patrons who had come to cheer her on, Helena took a nervous breath to compose herself.
The day has finally come to serve my dish to the chef. I have done everything I can, but I am still quite nervous.
Well, maybe wear an extra cleavy dress so he looks at her cleavage. I mean, that works for a lot of women. That's how a lot of women make it to the top, including AOC. Though she's not that busty, she's gorgeous though.
I keep telling myself I can do it, but now that I'm here, can I really pull this off?
Hey, do not lose your nerve before you have even started. Loosen up and hold your head high. We will have come all this way for nothing. Yeah, everyone help. Well, now. Just cook the best dish you can. We still need you here taking our orders after today. Do we not? Yes.
And I will give you an extra large portion next time, hee hee.
Yeah, probably enjoys extra large portions.
Thank you, everyone. I feel much better now.
Creak, okay.
Huh!
The chef dragged the chair over, its legs scraping loudly against the floor. Oh, he's trying to intimidate her. He stopped in front of Helena, crossed his arms, and dropped heavily into the sea. Alright, serve me, wench. Your time is up. I hope you're ready to be shown the door. He's going to miss her. Even if just for her looks, he will miss her, and probably she has a nice, soft voice. He will miss her. He would miss her.
Haha, not a chance, chef. I am completely confident this dish is going to knock your socks off.
Do people even have socks back then? Big talk. We will see if your food can back it up. Get to work. Hey. She's doing her recipe, so lay off, Buster.
Yes, chef. Please, just give me a moment.
Helena gathered the ingredients the townspeople had brought her and stepped into the kitchen.
No matter how this turns out, I will not have any regrets. I'm going to give it everything I've got for everyone who believed in me. And for the chef, too.
Helena drew in one deep breath, then went straight to work.
Flour, water, salt, and a dash of lye water for the dough.
I have no idea what lye water is, but I knew I would love to lay with her. I have to knead it just right so it does not end up tough. Okay, she's probably talking about the meat buns. Meat buns. Yep. Once it gets pliable, pull off a portion, roll it thin. Yep, I do like them thin. While the water comes to boil, I will mince the filling to save time. Wait, am I seeing this right? Is she not just making ordinary steamed buns? Yeah, but with a special ingredient. As if one special ingredient can win everything. But this is a common anime trope. What is she thinking? Even a child can make that. Oh, wow. They must be very gifted children to make a pork bun, meat buns that look exactly like breast with succulent nipples like that. At this rate, the chef is going to blow his top and tear her apart, huh? That is strange. Why is he not saying anything? Look at him. It is like he is lost in an old memory. I have never seen him look like that. Oh, did she make? Well, the old man did not say what he made for the young rich people who fed his cuisine to a dog for his dish. Shape each one like a little mountain. Yes, a little mountain I would love to climb. Yeah, let's go, guys. Pinch, yes, pinch them as well. Yes, everything. Pinch the pleats shut and seal them tight. Alright, I don't have a joke with seal. I have a pun. Now set the steamer over the pot of water. Yeah, it would certainly be steamy. Love to see her wearing just the towel. Phew. Ah! Whoosh, sizzle. Steam started rising the second she touched the pot. Is she boiling the water with true chi? No, she just has very warm hands. It's true. That is certainly one way to cook, but what is this fresh aroma? It's probably I already forgot the name of the greens, the special greens, the high greens, high top greens, I think that's what. It smells so watery. Did we give her anything that smells this amazing? 3 seconds until they are done perfectly. 3, 2, 1, now! Yahoo! Sizzle, alright. Oh, we see bubbles. Heat. Wow. Once the dish was ready, Helena carried it over to the chef and lifted the lid from the steamer. Oh, okay, so freshly steamed buns. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Here is your dish. I made this especially for you, chef. I call them happy buns. Yes, they certainly would be happy buns. They would make any man happy. You expect me to eat these sorry-looking meat buns? Oh. He's not smelling them? Please, just try one bite. They may not look like much, but I put everything I had into making them for you. Yes. Okay, and yeah, he's not talking about breasts, but because they look exquisite, so. Met by the hopeful look in Helena's eyes, the chef reached out, picked up a bun, and took a bite. He did not smell it first. Everyone held their breath. Then, a look of genuine surprise slowly spread across the chef's face. The bun itself is fluffy, yet nicely chewy. Your yang energy must have helped the dough ferment just right while you kneaded it. Yes, I would also love to knead her breast. Not knead, but knead like dough. Squeeze it, basically. It's a fancy way of seeing squeeze. So you found a way to use that troublesome constitution of yours. Clever girl. Thank you for the compliment. The filling is rich, fatty pork. Okay, pork. I was right. Well, I may not be right that it's usually pork, but in this case, someone did bring her pork, so it ought to leave a heavy aftertaste, yet the finish is remarkably light. Probably herbs. Did you balance it with dragon rice? Oh, it was dragon rice greens. It tastes like they were stir-fried first. What oil did you use?
Peach bean oil. I used a light oil so it would not overpower the delicate aroma of the greens.
Wait, I'm not sure I've ever heard of peach bean oil. Although I've heard of avocado oil when it was a video from, I forget, Epicurious, yes, Epicurious, where they were tasting potato chips, and they talked about the oil, so... I don't think anyone mentioned peach oil, but I do remember avocado oil, because I had never heard of that before.
I also picked ingredients that help relieve fatigue and boost stamina, since you always seemed so worn out from cooking all day.
I should say cooking and prepping. Alright, so she did really think about him as a person, you know, what would most help him. So not just food, that also healthy, or what he needs. Alright, it's nice. Well played. Well played, miss. Well played.
Food at an inn should bring comfort to both the body and soul of the guest.
Yes, it should.
It should give people the energy and warmth they need to keep moving forward through their day. So, how do they taste?
Guess it's 3 meat buns, at least 3 meat buns. See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It takes me right back. The hell!
Hee, phew, what a relief.
He still has not given his seal of approval, though. I think she's celebrating a bit too early. Hearing the chef's verdict, the townspeople quietly breathed a sigh of relief. Yes, I bet they did. Yet something seemed to bother the chef as he stared down at the green filling inside the bun. Of all things, you have to use dragon rice greens. This flavor is fantastic.
It is pretty similar, is it not, to the very first dish you ever made?
Helena's unexpected remark caused the furrow in the chef's brow to deepen. Oh, he did not expect that.
The other day I found a steamer in the back of the kitchen. Inside it was an old booklet.
Oh, his first steps as a chef.
A personal diary of an eager young inn hand who worked at this inn a long time ago.
Oh, they look even better at this angle. Maybe it's because her face is different. They do look exquisite. Of course, I'm talking about the buns.
He wanted to learn how to cook so badly that he came to Dragonhead Inn and practically begged the owner to take him in.
Oh, just like her? Okay. That's a bit cliche though, and that kind of comes out of left field, but it works.
He studied under the innkeeper as his shifu, working endlessly and pressing on no matter how many times he was called it.
Oh, okay. So Shifu is the Chinese equivalent of sensei. We did learn that last time. So I'm still unsure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Shifu, but that is the word.
Eventually, that inn hand earned the chance to put his very own creation on the menu. Vegetable steamed buns made with dragon rice greens.
Well, vegetable team. I thought they said it was pork, so it was pork and vegetable. But it should be called pork buns. If you have meat and something, you had better name the meat first. I mean, a dish having meat impresses me more than a vegetarian dish. I would not even taste it. I'm a carnivore. I eat meat and women.
Unfortunately, the grains became hard to find, so they were only sold for a short while. Yet he wrote about how deeply happy it made him just seeing the guests enjoy his food.
Oh, he might not enjoy that everyone finding out his secret.
Written in your exact handwriting, chef.
And what makes you sure that was my handwriting?
You've been handing me written errand notes all week. It matched the diary perfectly, so I knew right away.
I thought she was going to say the tickets, but I don't think they work like tickets like we see in restaurants. So that would be one way she saw his handwriting, but that works very well. I should have burned that thing years ago. Of all people, you had to stumble across my most embarrassing memories. Of all the people and all the blah blah blah.
But you could not bring yourself to burn it, could you? Because you can never forget the joy of making your guests happy. That's when I knew for certain you might act harsh and prickly on the outside, chef.
He's very passionate, that's true. I've said that all along.
But deep down, you're a kind person who cares about the guests' happiness more than anything else.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that happens a lot. For example, in Kitchen Nightmares, is that the chef has lost his passion. He's lost his mojo, if you will. You know, they had to rediscover cooking, which is possibly the case for this chef because he only cares about doing his work, or he's running smoothly again. What are you talking about? The chef? Kind? Well, he did offer her room and board. I mean, she was an outsider. She probably did not know in-hands I got that. Look, we are rooting for you, but but we cannot back you on that one. The only thing that man has ever served us is insult. Pretty sure his food is good. They say they'll enjoy the noodles.
Come on. Think back carefully. I bet he has looked out for you in ways you never even noticed.
Think back. It is not like memories just pop out of thin air. Wait! One just popped out of thin air. Oh, look at that.
Huh?
Patrons were ready to scoff at the idea, but paused as quiet realizations began surfacing in their minds. Now that you mention it, that morning I had a terrible hangover. Probably happens a lot. He changed my order without asking and told me to shut up and drink egg soup. Oh, egg soup. Okay. I was too miserable to argue, so I just ate it. But by the time I finished the bowl, my pounding headache had vanished into thin air. Yes, everyone is always looking for hangover cures. Especially useful if you do try that rum and Pepsi, like I told you. It might be very sweet, gnawingly sweet, so you might get sick. And when the bad harvest hit us last year, he dumped a huge plate of spring rolls on my table, claiming he made too many by mistake and did not want them wasted. Yeah, that's spring rolls. That's what we would have at the Chinese restaurant. Not dumplings. They call them imperial rolls up here. Pâté impériaux. If he was doing all that for us, why could he not just say so?
Because he believes an inn should be judged strictly by its food. He probably felt that if he was openly sweet, people would not be able to judge his cooking objectively.
And even more so, people would take advantage. If you are too nice, I know firsthand, people will just walk over you. They will, use you. And sadly, not in a sexual way for the ladies. Hmm. What you are doing is pointless. Did you think changing how the townspeople see me would be good enough to change my mind? Besides, you only made those steam buns because you thought you could use my memories too.
Good grief, you twisted old mule. Would it kill you to let a heartwarming moment stay heartwarming?
Yeah, like it. Grandpa.
Huh? I know that voice.
Hearing the familiar voice, Helena turned toward the entrance of the inn. Standing there, stroking his long beard with a grin, was the old man she had met by the lake. Instead of the lady of the lake, it's the old man of the lake.
Oh, it is the old forager from the lake.
The innkeeper? What are you doing here? Alright, so he is the innkeeper, but this is an inn as well. Alright, this is more of a tavern than an inn. Shifu. Oh, he still calls him Shifu. That's nice.
Huh? Whoa, what?
Oh, I was half right. I did say he did mention disciple, so the sudden appearance of the innkeeper left. Maybe the lonely innkeeper left everyone in this room stunned, speechless. Helena was equally shocked by her chance encounter's true identity, her heart pounding against her ribs.
I knew there was something extraordinary about him, but to think he is the owner of Dragonhead Inn.
Oh, that inn. Maybe he just runs the inn part?
Huh. What do I do? I had never seen him once. Once I started working here, so I did not recognize him at all. I had never seen him once since I started working, so I did not recognize him at all.
Yeah, probably does not, do that much work, but he's still the owner.
What are you staring for, girl? It is not like this is our first time meeting, ho ho ho!
Alright, maybe he's trying to imply that they had a casual encounter, as in casual sex, to, the people will say, oh, the innkeeper, go, innkeeper, go! Yeah, you dirty old man, nice, good for you.
Well, I did not realize you were the innkeeper, so I did not think I greeted you properly earlier. I'm the one who has not shown my face around here for months. So why are you apologizing?
It's a reflex, usually.
If anything, I should be thanking you. Thanks to those fine greens you shared, I enjoyed a nourishing meal for the first time in ages.
Oh, probably he could have, maybe he had trouble getting the greens up as well, not just his Johnson rod, YouTube. The innkeeper waved his hand reassuringly, a warm smile on his face. Does not see wrinkled face, but I'm assuming it is. It is wonderful to see you up and about, sir. But is it really safe for you to be out here? We heard the fire poison you suffered when the inn caught fire required years of complete rest. Yeah, but Glacia, she's very talented. She has, so perhaps she's able to quit in the process.
Word travels fast, does it not? Just as you heard, my body can no longer handle standing over a stove.
Oh, he used to cook. Well, he did teach that. Okay.
I left the inn in my disciple's hands and was lying in bed wondering if I was just waiting to die.
Oh.
When the young palace lord of the Heavenly Guardian Palace invited me to her annex, I thought she meant her anus.
Hey, it's okay. It's an old man saying it. So this Glacier, she does look cute here, but she looks way too young and she's missing something here. I actually like her more in her Alice in Wonderland style costume. Oh, and the disciplinary comedy as well.
She said her palace bore responsibility for my condition and bowed her head, offering to aid in my recovery. Thanks to her help, the ailment was completely purged. This is why I can stand before you in full health today. Ho ho ho! But this young girl gave me my first erection in years yesterday.
In a gesture of gratitude toward his savior, the innkeeper raised a respectful fist and palms toward the heavenly guardian palace visible through the window. Oh, they have eyes everywhere.
I've heard rumors about her. They say the young palace lord is the most noble practitioner in all of Dragonhaven, and the shortest. She has high status and incredible martial arts, yet she helped the innkeeper without asking for anything in return.
Well, she's their protector, so it makes sense.
She must be such a kind and wonderful person. I would love to meet her if I ever get the chance.
And wait, this happens a year after. So what happened in the previous story is out the door, at least their part. Because they were to meet them.
That aside, look at the state of this place. Why are you sitting around taste testing instead of running the inn? You foolish disciple of mine. Wow, that word is hard to say sometimes. What on earth have you been up to while I was away?
The innkeeper glared down at the chef. He learned his discipline from the innkeeper, who was still sitting there in stunned silence. With a guilty conscience, the chef averted his eyes.
I heard everything. Word is you drove off every single hint in hand with that terrible temper of yours. But we are keeping this one. She's quite lovely. And did I mention she gave me an erection yesterday? Did I mention that? I suppose those other fools lack backbone, but why treat Helena this way? Anyone can see she is a bright girl who will learn quickly if you just guide her. Guide my Johnson rod into her.
Yes, old man, yes,
She has honest, passionate eyes, just like you did when you were young, but she outside a great rock.
That is precisely why. She's far too much like I was.
Huh?
Looking at Helena was like looking into a mirror. Seeing her passion helped me remember why I started, and for a moment, I thought I was breaking free from my inner demon. So I was right. He is rediscovering his passion for cooking through her. But Helena did not know. He had no idea that the devotion you pour into serving guests can be thrown right back in your face as a cruel insult. Yeah, such as asking for salt. The thought that she might suffer the same pain I did filled me with despair. Oh, alright, he's nicer than we thought. And deeper. I deliberately treated her harshly to force her to give up her dream. Because that was the only way to protect her noble heart from being shattered like mine was. Only later did I realize that doing so was my true inner demon all along.
And so you thought you had already hurt her too deeply to ever make amends. Good grief, you always were an overcomplicating fool. This.
I mean, old people can say this. If anyone else says that, it just sounds weird.
The chef's voice is trembling. Even while acting so cold to me, he was carrying all that pain inside the whole time. Oh dear. Thank you for being so honest with me, Chef. I know that was not easy to say. But please do not blame yourself. You never hurt my feelings at all. I have no feelings.
Dum dum dum. That cannot be true. No matter how strong your body is, that does not mean your heart cannot be bruised. Yeah.
It is true, because you remind me so much of the chief back in my village. You two would make a great couple.
I said that already, but now she said it to him. What?
Our chief is really gruff on the outside too, but she's deeply caring on the inside. She would yell and complain, but then secretly look after me when I was not looking. And whenever she lost her temper, she would sit around worrying later if she had gone too far. You remind me so much of her that being here almost felt like being back home.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. What kind of nonsense is this? Oh, he's still acting tough. Ha ha ha, look at the chef's face. He looks completely flabbergasted. Ooh, nice word. Now, this is a rare sight. Ha ha ha. Once the tension broke, a peaceful warmth settled over the inn. The tension in the chief's face finally relaxed, as though the inner demon holding him captive for years had vanished. I will admit it, you have more than enough talent to be a true in-hand here, and a head chef. One day. Are you truly certain you will not regret choosing this path? Yeah, because he was like a big shot restaurateur. It's just it's not a tour. I don't know why Americans think that sounds fancy and that sounds French. It does not.
Yes, absolutely. It worked for you, did it not?
Oh, she has you there, buddy. She has you there.
I have all these wonderful patrons cheering me on and an amazing Shifu like you by my side.
Oh, he's his Shifu now. Or her Shifu now. Disc, stop laying it on so thick. Did you dip your tongue in honey or something? I like that one.
Why are you getting prickly again? Sweet words are far better than the venom you and I spew all day. Ho ho ho. Hey, I mentioned she gave me an erection yesterday.
Old people repeat themselves. That's why I'm doing it. Plus, it's funny, but. Oh. Sorry to ruin the touching moment, but my stomach had been protesting for a while now. Oh, I thought it was Helena who was hungry. There were only 3 buns. Oh. Did you try those buns you made for the chef? They smell so good. It has been torturing us this whole time. Well, they doubted her though. And she's so nice, you.
I have plenty of ingredients so I can make a batch for everyone, but they are not officially on the menu, so I do not know if I can just serve them. Maybe just this one, chef?
What is the problem? As the owner of this inn, I will give you full permission. If you give me full permission, if you know what I mean. I'm so horny. Now get back in there and start kneading. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I will do my very best.
We have a crowd, so I will lend a hand. Shifu, sit down and sip on some baijiu. Yeah, the old man deserves a drink.
What kind of other nonsense is that? I have been resting for months. Why on earth would I sit around resting now?
Well, I thought he was still ill. Suddenly he's 100%. Yesterday he was still not up to snuff, but now he's 100%. Okay, that can happen. Maybe he had a special treatment with Glacia, and maybe she took care of his erection as well. So, you know, he feels that was all he needed. And maybe not just Glacia, maybe the queen, and maybe the other girl we saw, the other cute girl. Agent? Yes.
Enough chatter. Hand me the basket of greens. I know how to prepare them better than you do.
The innkeeper stepped into the kitchen and began preparing the greens with practiced hands. Even the way he sorted through the leaves seemed to radiate his prickly nature. Yes, I will prick. There's a lot of pricking going on, and there will be later. Chop, chop, chop.
They really do say disciples take after their shufus. It is not just a sharp tongue, their personalities are practically identical. Wow!
Helena, what are you dawdling for? The buns are ready, so hurry up and get them into the steamer. These are her steamers, her hands. Maybe her in between her breasts. I don't know if they're warm, but I'm sure they're juicy, tender, and delicious. And wow, okay.
Yes, chef. I'm cooking them right away. Steam buns. In my steam buns.
We do not see her buns, but we see her breasts, and they're exquisite. The kitchen was a bit cramped with 3 people inside, but they moved with seamless teamwork, as if they had worked together for years. Well, the first 2 actually did, but Helena is just a quick learner. When the fresh batch of steamed buns finished cooking, Helena picked up the steamers in both hands and headed out to the patrons. Yeah, she does not feel the heat.
Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. Here are your happy buns. Yay!
Alright, now it's she only has one in her hand, and it's pointing at her breasts. Alright, I'm just gonna take a screen capture. This is worth it. To Helena winking buns. Oh, finally! I've been dying to try these. I bet you have. I bet you have. Oh, the buns too. Yeah. Wow, these are incredible. Indeed, they are. Could you just bring me a bottle of baijiu as well?
I figured you would ask, so I brought one along. Just let me know if you need anything else.
So he probably needs 2 bottles for. Bad guy probably drinks his bottle pretty quickly. Every time Helena set the steamer down at the table, joyful laughter ran out through the inn. Down in the kitchen, the chef and the innkeeper seemed equally glad to work side by side again, chatting warmly as they prepped. Actually, they probably just insulted each other back and forth. Helena, the guests like these more than I expected. You will be taking charge of all the steam bun dishes from now on. Alright, she has a lot of responsibilities though. I will teach you properly myself. Oh wow. So see to it that you work hard and do not get lazy. Oh, he's going to teach her. I bet, and he will be very hands-on because I know I would be. Oops! Those are not the steam buns. Those are your breasts. Oh dear.
Of course, there are so many dishes I want to make for our guests.
Now this feels like a real inn again. Food always tastes best when it is prepared with a joyful heart.
Yes, and made with love. Love is the secret ingredient.
My disciple has overcome his inner demon, and we have gained a trustworthy young talent. Young and attractive. Dragonhead Inn will be overflowing with happiness for years to come.
That would actually be a great place for a massage parlor, Dragon Head, where the girls give the best head. A brilliant shaft. Come on, these jokes just come by. I mean, a shaft, yes, the old man's probably has another erection. See? A brilliant shaft of sunlight poured through the window into the room filled with laughter. And probably, probably excitement, not horniness, but excitement. Alright, that's it. The warm glow that washed over the inn was as bright and radiant as Helena's smile. She does have a nice smile, not a fake smile. Finishing her story, Helena takes a long sip of her soda to quench her dry throat. Then what's her dilemma now? Because that's a very heartwarming story. I see nothing truly sad about it. Unless the old man tried to SA her, but she's so sweet she probably said yes. Touched by her heartwarming story, I pick up the last remaining steam bun and savor it slowly. Maybe it is because I know the story behind it now, but they taste even better. It's just one bun, alright. It tastes even.
Hee, I'm glad you feel that way, Master. Now, back to what has been bothering me.
Yes, I'm very curious about that.
Before I started my story, you said the steam bun tasted good, right?
Oh, we did not say excellent or great.
Compared to what you felt back on that very first bite, does the one you're eating now feel any different?
I look down at the half-eaten bun in my hand. It is still delicious even though it has cooled down, but something about it definitely feels different. Well, food cannot stay warm forever. The first bite was an incredible surprise, but after eating a few more, I have gotten used to the taste. It does not hit me with the same spark. I thought it would be starting to get cold. Although, again, I'm very different from most people. I do not like hot food or warm food. So I'm perfectly fine with eating like room temperature food.
Yes, that is exactly it. When I first made Happy Buns, everyone who tried them was beaming. But once we put them on the regular menu, the guests still smiled, but it was never quite as radiant as that first time.
Well, you never forget your first time. Wink, wink. And yeah, it was something new. It was so yeah, okay, it makes sense. I understand what she means.
That overwhelming happiness gradually became just part of everyday life.
That is why some dishes are only on special occasions. Like some people have, like turkey only on Turkey Day. And up here, a lot of families have turkey because we don't celebrate turkey here in Quebec, or Thanksgiving, or almost more like other provinces. So some people have turkey on Christmas, for example.
If I want to keep making people happy, I'll have to keep giving them something new, something even more exciting.
Actually, just the fact that she puts all her heart and pours her love into the food, it should be enough. Or maybe have like special dishes, like not regional dishes, but seasonal dishes.
But can I really keep up when the bar keeps getting higher?
Well, I think you're putting that bar high, not the customers. A rare wave of melancholy settles over Helena's usually cheerful face. Yeah, she looks like she's about to cry. She seems lost, caught in the grip of an inner demon of her own. And since we are master baker and a master cook, we can probably teach her a few things. I know you can. You have the kind of passion that does not give up, no matter how hard things get. Come on. Oh. She's still passionate, even though, well, though that does not make sense in this context, but we all know that, you know, she gets everyone hard and she does it with a passion. It's passion and it's also love and care in your cooking, but if you enjoy cooking, then, you know, your passion will shine through.
Do you really think so? Really, really? Even the most wonderful experiences eventually fade into distant memories, and when wonder repeats itself, the joy starts to lose its sparkle.
I don't know. Don't think so. It will never be the same as the first time. That much is true, but does not mean that it's going to be that much less, that much worse.
If my passion ever reaches its limit, and even the in work I love so much stops making me happy.
If you are worried, try talking it over with friends you trust, or in her case, customers. Although the customers seem to be her friends as well. So, just like how you all overcame an impossible situation together before. Okay, that's kind of a iffy sentence, but.
You are right. There was no reason for me to wrestle with this all by myself in the first place.
Yeah, she asked for help and she got help. Well, actually, she didn't ask. Well, she kind of did.
Glacia and my friends from Westwind Village back then, we pulled through because we trusted and supported each other.
Okay, so her village is Westwind Village. Alright, we get it at the very end of the story, but we still get it eventually.
I really did end up like the chef. I let my inner demons get to me and started overthinking everything.
At least she did not start shouting insults at everyone, slinging insults. It really is true that disciples take after their shifus. You're not going to inherit his sharp tongue next, are you? Yeah, that would be bad.
Master, please, I might take after him in a few ways, but that is one habit I will never pick up.
That's true. She probably will not. She's too nice. Relief washes over me as Helena's smile finally returns. Feeling better now, she stretches her arms and hands me a bundle. Bundle of what? Bundle of sticks? Are these your new steam buns? Oh, new breasts?
No, it is a gift for you, Master, for helping me, a dragon-head inn. You helped us out at our inn before, so I wanted to give you something in return.
See, called it. As she sets the bundle on the table, it lands with a heavy, dull thud. Stone weights.
These are my favorite stone weights. They are made of granite, so they are sturdy and have a nice, comfortable weight.
Yeah, they actually make hockey sticks out of granite now. It's graphite, sorry, not granite. It's different. Because these are stones. Sorry about that. Because they used to be wood. Yes, gave me an excuse. And Helena gives wood, of course.
Swinging these every day built up my stamina and make working as an inn hand so much easier. If you train with them too, Master, you will be able to cook for dozens of guests without breaking a sweat, and also get better at swordplay.
Because the master does enjoy trying to use a sword. Glacia gave him a sword too. These will come in handy. Thank you, Helena. That was very thoughtful. I see Helena off, her face noticeably brighter than when she arrived. Bet he takes a good peek, as I would. I know I would. After cleaning away her empty glass, I try lifting one of those stone weights. They are heavier than I expected, and I can already feel my muscles starting to ache. In sunshine. Alright, now we have 4,500 points. Let me just end the stream really soon, because I don't want to start anything that I will buy. I need 27 to get one to max level. What am I missing? Go to my room. Oh, it did not let me earlier. Just wanna show you that. Actually, I've not even looked at the item myself. I think it's armor. Looks like it was armor. Oh, okay, that's why they're only 2 stars or 3 stars. They're missing a star. Oh, and then, at least the defense percent and HP percent. That's other good stats. Some of these like ultimate gear is like for example attack percent and then flat attack. Although it's mostly like on non 5-star girls, but some of the 5-star girls seem to have old equipment that kind of sucks. Alright, extra defense, that's good for armor. At least when you upgrade these, it's 100% success rate. So you don't have to hit the repeat. Actually, let me see. I like hit repeat 3 times, what happens? Okay, it's still just one at a time. No! Alright, it does fully. Okay. Oh, flat attack, that's really bad. Crit damage, okay, that's good. So instead of attack, we should have maybe get HP percent. I won't do that, but see, 24. I love that the refinement is now a number. Instead of a gear score, it would say like A, A, B. And you would not know if it was better to have an A up front or on the back or in the middle. It was very much unclear. Now it's just a flat number. The higher the number, the better it is. Oh, forgot to do the cells. That's weird. That's rare. Did not go to the restaurant. I went straight to town. That's okay. Red dot. I thought it was something new. If I go, oh yeah, I forgot these. All right, I'm trying to keep them all even. I recently upgraded Glacia, so that took me most of my water stones, and then I upgraded, forget whom, oh yes, I upgraded Wind. Who was Wind? It was not, oops, forgot to do Davia. Dalby is Win. I tend to call her Davia instead of Dalby is Win, but that was not her. It was another event character. That was Wind Element. Oh, see? My business is... Wait. That will not let me? What the... Oh, okay. There you go. So... Okay, that worked. Okay. Looks like the guild worked, but usually you get the 50,000 gold or 5,000 gold in the mail. So that might be a bug. There are several bugs in the game, but they are pretty quick about fixing the major ones in a timely manner. Very timely manner. Alright, so I've been prowling out for 3.5 hours. I usually do 4 hour stream, but this was the opposite. The story is a bit too short. It was the opposite of Star Savior's story was too long, really. Well, I guess that's it for me. So thanks for coming, everyone, and have a great rest of your evening. Ruslan out. Good night, Twitch. Good night, Kick, and a special